If you're listening to the replay of this live, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button and let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as I go throughout the live. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the Cash App, $ 2 cents boxing, or hitting a heart with the $ and just leaving me a special thanks below, letting me know you enjoying the content and that I'm doing a good job. But at the very least, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. 8/23/2025. Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's pop-up live, we will be doing a live action reaction review to the video that just dropped on the Exodus files about the Gervonta Tank Davis and Jake Paul fight. I have not watched the video. This is the actual live review. I haven't watched the video, so I decided, why don't I'm not going to sit here and watch the video by myself. I might as well just pop up on the live and watch the video with the 2 centers. Shout out to everybody in the building today. Shout out to everybody that was on the all-women panel last night. We had a blast. We had Jab Queen Boxing. Be sure to go sub to Jab Queen Boxing if you haven't already. We had Key with the T, Key Alexandria on the panel. Y'all be sure to sub to Upper Echelon Boxing, where she do her show every day over there with Upper Echelon. It's a fabulous show. We have a good time over there. We have a lot of fun. Very, very fun boxing talk. Shout out to everybody in the building. How's everybody doing? Shout out to people supporting the channel early. Remember, y'all, be sure to help support these pop-up lives because I promise y'all it should be something else I'm doing right now. Shout out to Big Bob Gun with the $1.99 just showing support to the channel. Shout out Big Bob Gun coming through early with the support. Shout out to All Things coming through early with the support with the $2 in the super chat. He just showing support to the channel. Shout out All Things, one of the day ones. And you know, I'm realizing now that I've been doing this for a while, it's like when you're trying to build something, right? You don't ever really take the time to like look back. And one day I was talking to Cash Crypto, and he was like, you know, yeah, I've been rocking with you since Full Counter Boxing. And I was like, and because it took Cash Crypto a while before he came on the panel, and I actually spoke to him personally, but he was always in the chat. And when he said that, I was like, damn, you know what? So I took some time to think back to how many people that have been here since the beginning, since I started this. People that seen me on other panels, because that's how I built a lot of my subscribers. I met them on other panels and kind of cultivated these personal relationships with people. So shout out to everybody that has been supporting me, because Full Counter Boxing was the first panel I have ever been on. So shout out to everybody that's been with me since day one. Thank you for sticking with me as I'm going and growing and learning this business and learning what to do, what not to do, what works and what don't work. Shout out to y'all for sticking with me through that. And shout out to y'all for sure for monetarily supporting the channel. I really, really, really appreciate that. And we got Big Dog Willie in the super chat with the $2 in the super chat. He says, Shakur and Devin fans, you are welcome to join my tour. Shout out Big Dog Willie. Listen, to all you trolls out there, this is who you should aspire to be like. Big Dog Willie, who turned his trolling into profitability. If you gonna do something, you gotta do it the right way. And I promise you the money will come. Big Dog Willie is the best troll in these YouTube streets. Big Dog Willie, you need to start a YouTube channel on how to troll. You gotta sell a course. You know how you do, you get good at something, and then you put it together and you put it in a course. But shout out to Big Dog Willie, who's been heavily supporting the channel. And I just want to let him know that I definitely appreciate that. Crucial Content say, I know you from the boxing outlet. See, I've been all around. Rude Exposure say he first saw me on Champ Side. Shout out Champ Side. I get exposure everywhere I go. I appreciate that. And that Champ Side, that was what, a couple weeks ago? Thank you for popping up, Rude Exposure. But what we finna do right now is go over this Jake and Tank video. And listen, I'm having a great time with this Jake and Tank fight. Just watching people's reaction, watching how viral it is, watching the business of it, watching tickets sell out. This is very exciting for me as a boxing fan and as a content creator. Y'all be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. Let me pull up this video right fast. Y'all be sure. Hopefully they don't copyright me. Fly Frequency, what you saying? Hell no, Big Dog Willie, salute to you. But you know dang well you ain't the only person in these YouTube streets that said Turkey Tank gonna fight Jake Paul. These boys want a cookie because they got it right. What y'all want? Some Tiff treats? Some macadamia nuts? What kind of what y'all want? And Rude Exposure say Jake Paul versus Tank Davis is a legacy fight. It is a legacy fight. It's a legacy fight, and I'm going to tell y'all why. I'm not saying that the fight, the event, let me say this, right? It's not a legacy fight. It's not a legacy fight. It's bigger than a legacy fight. It's a legacy event is what this is going to turn out to be. It's a legacy event. Y'all are absolutely right. This ain't no legacy fight at all. It's a legacy event. The business this about to do, the way this is about to be promoted, it's gonna be legendary. Let's get started.
Yeah, I wanted to call
Put
and
a
get
one in
your
the chat if
thoughts
you
on
can hear
the Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul situation, because it's Yeah.
Well, number one, I damn sure know how you feel about Jake Paul.
I can't stand him. Can't stand the guy. I mean, I care nothing about him. The guy's a joke to me. I mean, this is the same guy that wants to go around suing people for their opinion. Hey, get this guy out of here. I care nothing about him. I care nothing about him, nothing.
And, you know, I don't give a damn about him either. You know, I'm going to make this as clear.
Damn, they mad at Jake Paul. They mad at Jake Paul. Listen, I never disliked Jake Paul. I've always said I can appreciate that Jake Paul has found a niche within a niche, been able to come into the sport, be profitable, do his whole YouTube exhibition fight thing. And really what Jake Paul is doing, he's learning to box and becoming a professional boxer while he's able to do that in front of a large audience and be very profitable. Jake Paul's not fighting real boxers yet because he's not ready. He's building himself up until he's ready to be at that level. But the problem is you promoting it like you a real boxer, garnering the hate and all of that. Like, that's exactly what he's doing. So I can't sit here and say I'm a fan of Jake Paul as a boxer. I'm not. I'm a fan of Jake Paul as a promoter, as a businessman, as an internet sensation, the way he's able to get views. I'm a content creator. How can you not appreciate what Jake Paul is doing if you're a content creator, when you watch him be able to put out content and able to get views and eyes on it? And I'm not just saying this right now. Don't make me have to pull up the old videos like I did last night to show y'all what I was saying 4 months ago about this Tank fight. I'm always consistent. I don't flip-flop and switch up. Now, if I get new information and my opinion changed, that's possible. But I've always been saying what I've been saying about Jake Paul. I'm not just saying it because he's fighting Tank.
And as simple as possible. Now I am aware that this is a situation to where they already had this fight set up before the Lamont Roach fight, but it does not change the fact that this is a very bad look. And let me be clear, nobody is mad at Gervonta Davis for taking this fight. The problem is the timing and the context in which the fight is taking place. This is bad timing and bad context. If Gervonta Davis had cleared Lamont Roach and beat him clearly without any question, without any controversy, the backlash about the Jake Paul fight would not have been anywhere near the level it is right now. Now, you still would have had the Haniacs and the Shakarites throwing dirt on it because
live frequency. I was timed out, thrown in the back plenty of times for saying Lil Man was about to fight Jake Paul. They just being dishonest because my guy put money on it. Fly frequency. Stop coming to my platform talking about people I threw you in the back because you was talking about Jake Paul fighting Tank. Because none of that is true. Stop saying that on my platform. Because I don't throw people in the back for their opinion. If you up here and you ain't took your ADHD medication and you can't stop interrupting people, you ain't got no panel etiquette, you will get thrown in the back on my channel. For those that don't know. But frequency, you ain't never been thrown in the back on my channel for your opinion, bro. Please stop saying that. It's really irritating because I don't do that over here, and you know that.
This is what they do. Anything that has to do with Gervonta Davis or Ryan Garcia or other fighters like that, they're going to try to bury them so they can try to prop Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson up. This has been going on for years. Now, for real clarity, here are our real concerns with this. Number one, none of us over here are Jake Paul supporters at all. We don't do Jake Paul anything, Jake Paul nothing. I mean, and there are many reasons that I'm not going to get into because I want to keep this as short as possible. So I'm
going to say this about these Exodus File videos. This guy, he's cool, he's funny, but him always saying he knows something and he ain't going to get into it or he ain't going to say it, I ain't going to lie, that should be irritating me. Like, bro, just say it. It's for many reasons, but I ain't going to get into it and I ain't going to say it. Why you not going to say it? Why are you not going to say it? But shout out to them. They do a good job.
Annoyance there with the fact that Jake Paul is even in the way. Number two, I do not believe in giving your enemies ammunition. Now, what do I mean by that? Gervonta Davis is in a position
Shout out to Timmy T with the $1.99 super sticker. Shout out Timmy T for the support to the channel.
Where he is giving his enemies ammunition. And because of how the Lamont Roach fight played out, Gervonta Davis is in a position to where his reputation is being buried. Even before the Jake Paul fight was announced, his reputation is in a position where it's being buried. And I've defended him, but he is in a situation to where all of his enemies and all of his detractors are making a mockery out of him now. Just like kind of like Ryan Garcia, they are in similar situations now. These Haniacs and Shakarites are dogpiling. I mean, people were already running narratives about Gervonta Davis and saying that he was scared of Shakur Stevenson and scared of Devin Haney. You know, they were already running this narrative about how he's a manufactured fighter, and they were disrespecting his resume, even though his resume in my eyes is better than Devin Haney.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's talking about he already had a narrative. So am I supposed to go try to prove people wrong that ain't even saying true shit? Like, am I supposed to go try to prove something to people that won't even be honest? Y'all, like, these people won't even be honest. Y'all steady running around talking about I'm a manufactured fighter and I ain't fought nobody. And my resume is arguably better than the niggas y'all want me to fight. Why should I go try to prove something to people that been shitting on me anyway? Y'all been shitting on me every day anyway. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody who you've been criticizing. When you heard Tim Bradley break down a resume, 3 of the people that he fought are currently world champions. Like 6 of the people that he fought are currently ranked in their division right now. But y'all still keep running around saying he ain't fought nobody. Man, I'm not about to try to prove nothing to nobody. And listen, I keep saying this. You can go back and check my videos. Maybe if y'all watch y'all video, if y'all watch my videos when I made them, y'all will have a better understanding of who I am. I already said after the fight happened, I ain't tripping if he don't go into no immediate rematch. Not every rematch is immediate. If you real boxing fans, you understand that. Am I lying? Right or wrong? I'm just saying.
And it's definitely better than Shakur Stevenson's. They were already trying to paint him out to be a coward. And with this move to fight Jake Paul right now, at this time, under this context, after the toughest fight of your career, you are giving your enemies a shovel and you are saying, bury me. You are giving them ammunition to shoot you down. So the criticism is going to be relentless given the circumstances. That's just the truth of the matter. Now, I don't believe for one second that Gervonta Davis is afraid of any of those fighters. I don't believe Gervonta Davis is scared of somebody like Shakur Stevenson at all, because Shakur had a chance to fight Gervonta Davis, but Shakur messed it up because he claimed he was worth a long-term deal. He wanted a long-term deal. Espinosa say, you know, they were saying on the other side, we don't want you on a long-term deal. They didn't see the value in that. You know, Shakur Stevenson was putting on bad performance, then talking about he wanted a long-term deal, so the fight fell apart. That ain't Gervonta Davis' fault. And see, these are the types of details that a lot of people glaze over, but also a lot of people don't even know. There are real reasons why a fighter like Shakur Stevenson is not a fighter that we're going to back over here, and that's one of them.
No, they know. They know Leroy. I don't know this man's name, but I'm gonna call him Leroy. He sounds like a Leroy. Don't he sound like a Leroy? They know Leroy. They don't want to believe anything positive about Gervonta Tank Davis. They don't want to believe anything positive about him.
This move from Gervonta concerns me because, look, money is an important part of life, whether it be money or people used to have the barter system. You know, they used to trade cattle and shit like that and seasoning, and whether it be cattle or whatever the currency is, it's always an important part of life. Whatever the currency is at the time, it's always an important part of life. And it is an important part of boxing, but it is not everything. You know, it is about currency. Boxing is about money. Boxing is about currency, but it's also about principle. It's also about reputation. It's also about respect. Fighting is about more than just lacing up some gloves and getting into a ring. Fighting is also about closing people's mouth. It's about shutting people the hell up. It's about defending and fighting for your reputation. The big stars have always carried this sport of boxing through building strong reputations. And when that reputation takes a hit, it's important to rebuild it as soon as possible because, and this is very important, it takes a serious mental and emotional effort to get back in there and repair that reputation. Gervonta's reputation took a major hit, and his focus is not on fixing that reputation.
So let's review what he's saying. So Gervonta Tank Davis is ruining his reputation by fighting Jake Paul. Okay, if that's your 2 cents, I could see that, but it's also the other side to that. But let's stick with that. So Gervonta Tank Davis is ruining his reputation fighting Jake Paul. So he might as well retire when he done then. Like people feel some type of way he gonna fight Jake Paul and then retire allegedly. But y'all sitting here saying his reputation is ruined and he ain't gonna be able to rebuild it and he ain't gonna be able to do this and do that. So why would he continue fighting then? Why would he continue fighting? And why is his reputation ruined? Because he's not doing what people want him to do. Why is his reputation ruined? The fight broke the internet. The pre-sale tickets damn near selling out. So I don't get this. I understand people may be upset with the decision. This may not be a fight that they want, but it's one fight. And to sit up here and act like it's just everything is over and he's nobody and he's this and he's that because he's fighting Jake Paul. And y'all sitting here talking about he's giving all his haters a shovel and all of this other stuff. It's not like he had a good track record. Everybody was talking highly of him and he did this and it changed the perception of him. This has always been the perception of him and already been the perception of him. They cried about him fighting a slick black fighter. They said Frank Martin could beat him before the fight. He fought Frank Martin, and then what happened? Oh, Frank Martin was a prospect. He was this and he was that. So there would have never been no quote unquote fixing his reputation because these people they insist. And I'm not just saying this as a fan or as a Tank fan girl or whatever names and shit y'all want to call me. I'm just saying it for my opinion and my observations. It doesn't matter what Gervonta Tank Davis do, he would be criticized for it, period. It doesn't, if he don't do exactly what y'all want him to do, y'all will continue to criticize. So to say him fighting Jake Paul is ruining his reputation. Like what? My reputation, this is boxing. Like y'all, everybody keep trying to say he trying to be great and this and that. They got the picture of Floyd and the picture of Pacquiao up there. Tank Davis never expressed that that's what he wanted to do. And if people are honest, after this fight, if he continues fighting, especially now, if he go fight those people y'all been talking about, that shit's going to be huge. Gervonta Tank Davis will be a mega star. Like, I don't know why y'all can't see that. Because it seems like it's this YouTube space really that's really having the issue with the fight. If majority of Gervonta Tank Davis fan base is casuals, how is he not giving his fans what they want to see? He's not giving all of his fans what they want to see. Of course not. But he's giving the majority, because then y'all say all Tank Davis fans is stupid. They don't know shit about boxing and da-da-da-da-da. Ain't that his market? The people that don't know shit about boxing? I'm just asking. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the $10 in the super chat. He says, these bums blame Shakur and Devin for Tank fighting Jake Paul. These bums are mad because their Lord and Savior Tank fighting a YouTuber. Only people who are hurt and moving the goalposts are Tankomaniacs. How are we blaming Shakur and Devin for fighting Jake Paul? That ain't Shakur and Devin ain't got nothing to do with Tank Davis fighting Jake Paul. Not one thing. So, Big Dog Willie, I don't know who's saying that, but that ain't the consensus over here.
Right now, his focus is on Jake Paul. And I don't know if the hunger and desire will carry over and give him what it takes to get back in there to repair the damaged reputation after the Jake Paul fight. So yeah, you may have gotten paid in the short run, but if your career ends with a decimated reputation, then that's up to the fighter to decide if the money is more important than having a reputation in the end. If Gervonta doesn't care, then that's his choice. The truth is, yes, it is a great money move. It's a great money move, but it's a bad reputational move. It's just bad timing and it's just bad context. It doesn't matter if it was Gervonta Davis. It doesn't matter if it was Canelo Alvarez or anybody. So I don't know why some people want to sit up here and act so surprised about the criticism like they can't believe it, because if any high-profile fighter took a major hit to their reputation and lost a fight or was in a close fight the way that Gervonta Davis was, then they immediately went into an exhibition match against somebody like a Jake Paul that doesn't have a great reputation in the sport himself, then they would receive the same heavy criticism. This shit is not rocket science. Take somebody like Keith Thurman, for example. Thurman was undefeated with a concrete reputation, solid reputation. Then he lost to an older Manny Pacquiao, and he got put down by an older Manny Pacquiao. Imagine after Keith Thurman loses to Pacquiao, imagine that he immediately goes into a...
Bruh, that is not even what happened. That is not what how you gonna compare that? How you gonna compare that? So the issue is not that he's not doing an immediate rematch. The issue is that he's fighting Jake Paul and not fighting a real boxer. But if you think about it, right? This is business. Boxing is the sport of being able to garner attention and bringing attention to yourself. Look how controversial this is, and this is what sells. But I could agree with him in him saying it's a bad look. The timing is bad. I can see why people say that. I don't have a problem with people complaining and people feeling how they feel about it. Listen, that's fine. If you feel like it's bad timing is ruining his reputation, that's your 2 cents. I don't have a problem with that. I can see how people could be like, oh, he should rematch Lamont Roach next because of this and that. And I can see that side of it. But I'm a business person. I'm an entrepreneur, bro. The business of this. I just don't see how Tank could pass it up, man. I just don't see how he would. My son is training right now to be a professional boxer. He's training right now. I would not tell him if he was in this situation. I would not advise him to pass up this opportunity. I wouldn't advise him to do it. I just wouldn't.
An exhibition match with somebody like a Jake Paul, people would have been on his ass. Even Canelo. Imagine Canelo has a close fight with Triple G because it was ruled a draw. Then immediately after that, instead of going to work on Triple G's ass and repairing his reputation, Canelo goes right into an exhibition match with somebody like a Jake Paul. They would have been on Canelo Alvarez's ass. So the criticism is reasonable. I mean, it's just not a move that looks good for your reputation.
But y'all did hear Leroy say at the beginning of this, excuse me, that the deal was already in place before the Lamont Roach fight. And this is another thing I hear y'all say. Well, why you just can't do this and sign this fight to do this fight after this fight? You can sign both contracts. You can sign 2 contracts at one time. Obviously, that's what Gervonta Tank Davis did. That's what Leroy said at the beginning of the video. So if everything was already in place and he was scheduled to fight Jake Paul after the Lamont Roach fight, how do you know that he was going to be able to push Jake Paul to the side and then go fight Lamont Roach next? Like, we don't understand exactly why he's doing this, his rationale and his reasoning. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying. I'm just asking. Like I said 4 months ago, I don't care if he fight Jake Paul. I said that 4 months ago. I said, I don't care if he fights Jake Paul. And I said, I don't care if he does an immediate rematch. This is my 2 cents.
Reputation. So the criticism should be expected. We have concerns. We have serious concerns about the move. We have these concerns because fighters like Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, and other fighters that have entertaining styles are great for the sport. They keep the sport alive. But if the reputations die, then the stars die, and the sport dies with them. I have seen so many young fighters with star potential ruin their brand and destroy their reputation just by making bad career moves. You know, I've seen fighters take fights on short notice that they shouldn't have taken on.
Is this a bad career move? Put a 2 in the chat if you think this is a bad career move for Gervonta Tank Davis.
Short notice and other bad career moves. You know, take somebody like Tio, for example. I used to like Tio a lot, but now he does dumb things. You know, Tio used to have a lot of star potential, but then he fought Kambosos foolishly and lost the fight. Then when he had a great performance against Josh Taylor, he decided to do a fake retirement instead of capitalizing off of that momentum and then going on to beat somebody else's ass. And since then, his reputation and his ability to draw money is nowhere near what it could have been.
Is this comparable? I'm just curious. Is this comparable? The dumb shit Tio did? Tio ruined his own reputation by doing a whole lot of stupid stuff, turning down a lot of fights. Like, it's a lot of things that Tio did to ruin his reputation. My 2 cents, I don't think it's comparable at all.
Yeah. Now he has to participate in ignorance and ignorant behavior to try to remain relevant. I mean, it's just horrible career management. Ryan Garcia took a short notice fight that he really wasn't prepared for and really shouldn't have took. Yeah, Ryan got paid well, but his reputation is shattered now until he comes back and makes a statement. This move from Gervonta concerns me because you've already given your enemies the ammunition to bury you. So now you're in a position to where you really can't let nothing go wrong now. You got to play perfect now, because if anything goes wrong in the Jake Paul fight or afterwards, it will destroy the reputation. You know, also, if the fight is not entertaining, if it's boring, it will hurt the reputation. This is why.
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
I just don't see anything good coming from the fight. I mean,
Stop
what are they
it,
going to
bro.
do? Slug it out? You know, I think it's more likely that people are going to be underwhelmed because it's probably going to be an 80-pound weight difference, you know, but maybe it works out. We'll have to see. But the fact is, understand, boxing lives because of fighters that have good reputations. And if fighters keep sacrificing their reputations for money by making bad career moves, then yeah, the fighters will get paid independently, but the sport overall will eventually die. So,
bro, what the? Is that not what? Is that not what all the other top, quote unquote, top names at 135 pounds been doing? Have they not been going overseas to fight in Saudi Arabia on fights at terrible ass times that people ain't watching, alienating their fan base, fighting in the middle of the street with, like, what? What? Like, bro, they're all doing this then, if that's the case. They're all doing this. All of them.
well, I'm not mad at Gervonta. None of us are mad at Gervonta or any fighter for taking the opportunity for a $40+ million payday. But it is a dangerous game when the timing is bad, because now if you make any mistakes in the future, your enemies will have the ammunition to run their narratives and destroy your reputation. So I'm telling you, I don't like the move. I do not like the move. I do not like it. And I'm not fixing to sit up here and bullshit people and kiss ass or pretend that I like the move.
Yeah, I agree. And another thing is that, some people, they keep trying to drag Mayweather into this. This has nothing to do with Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather did exhibitions when his career was already over. This is not the same at all. Like, Mayweather had a rock solid reputation in the lower weight classes, and this doesn't have anything to do with him. And as far as Jake Paul, for the people that are saying he's good for boxing, we're talking about the same guy that wants to go around suing people for having.
Y'all keep talking about, is Jake Paul good for boxing? Are y'all just referring to him fighting? Because what about his promotional company? What about him putting a whip? And I promise I'm not trying to, like, quote unquote defend Jake Paul. I'm just stating facts and being honest and objective. What about him putting the women boxers on? What about him putting on great cards and good fights? Rick Timms, this is what you got to understand, bro. People are content creators, man. And this is a hot topic right now. And you might as well stay off the internet until November then. Because this is what people going to be talking about. I mean, it is what it's going to be, Rick Timms. And then guess what? All your favorite content creators, especially the ones that don't want the fight and think it's a bad fight, guess what they're going to do, Rick? They're going to keep talking about it too. They're going to keep talking about it too. Because it's content. People want to see it. The fight broke the internet. It's going to do tens of millions of thousands of views. You feel me, Rick? So I'm telling you now, like, you might as well stay off the internet until November, because this is what people are going to be talking about. The fight just got announced 2 days ago. They already got a documentary up about it. And people are saying that this is ruining Gervonta Tank Davis's resume. But me, myself, as a content creator, I'm already seeing the analytics changing. I'm already seeing the analytics changing. Anybody that's attaching themselves to Tank or attaching themselves to this fight, especially as a content creator, them analytics gonna be changing. Watch what I'm telling you, Rick. Watch all the people that hate this fight, that think it's bad for boxing. Watch they keep talking about it. Watch they keep talking about it. I don't sit around and talk about what I don't want and what I don't like and try to convince other people they don't like it and they don't want it either. But that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be trying to convince you that you don't like it or you shouldn't like it. You shouldn't like Tank. You shouldn't be a fan of Tank. You're not a real boxing fan. Whatever the case may be, whatever their perspective and their angle is, they're going to be making content about it. As a boxing fan, Rick, I feel you. It's exhausting. It is what it is. Why we keep talking about it. But I had to get out of that as a content creator, because otherwise, what am I going to be making content on? Shit people don't want to see? No, it don't work like that. Shout out Creole, the Traveler, with the $5 in the super chat. Says 2 cents boxing fire. Shout out Creole. Thank you for supporting the channel. Yeah, I had to get out of there, Rick. Like, I used to ignore stuff that didn't make no sense. I used to be like, I ain't talking about that. I ain't making no videos about that. That's stupid. But somebody advised me one day. They was like, make the content. Like, you're a content creator. You're not consuming this content anymore. You're creating the content. So it's a difference, right? You got to kind of switch your brain and think a little different. But I feel what you're saying, though. I feel what you're saying.
An opinion about his fight. This is the guy who goes and gets Jay-Z's attorney, like that's supposed to impress somebody, to sue people. And this is the guy that you good for boxing. Those fans that purchased the Jake Paul fights, you really believe that those types of fans are gonna translate to long-term Brian Norman fans or long-term Emiliano Vargas fans? You really think that those fickle types of social media fans are gonna translate into real long-term boxing fans? Some of these guys, they know nothing. And some people like to throw around the hater word. It has nothing to do with that. It's nothing to hate on. We don't have any money issues over here. Trust and believe that that's not an issue. The issue is that I got character issues with the guy. I don't like the guy. And
all right, I gotta pause it real quick. Shout out Dragon Assassin with the $1.99 in the super chat. He says 2 cents is consistent and stays on topic. Salute. Shout out Dragon Assassin.
guess we're gonna have to take Gervonta out of the movie. You know, it's really not gonna make sense to have him featured in the movie now. We're gonna have to probably take him out now.
Yeah, it won't even. I don't think it'll even feel right to have him in there after a move like this. It won't even feel right to the audience. So I mean, unless something changes, we're probably gonna have to take him out. I mean, we're probably gonna have to. But yeah, the people that are saying Jake Paul is so good for boxing. Hey, you can have that opinion, but my opinion is this. They don't know.
Come on, Leroy. Like, this shit is ridiculous. So I don't know what movie they talking about, but before y'all had him in a movie, but now since he's fighting Jake Paul, you got to take him out. I don't know, y'all. This just sounds crazy to me. Like, I honestly would not have a problem with no other fighter doing this. I really would. Like, to me, it's not that big of a deal for real. Even if he fights Jake Paul and retire, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, I don't get it.
Shit about boxing. Boxing fans, for the most part, are very specific types of people. Most of those people that routinely purchase the Jake Paul fights are more than likely going to leave the sport whenever Jake Paul leaves the sport. And like you said, these fans are primarily social media people. They are fans of Jake Paul specifically, not fans of boxing. There's a difference.
What do you mean these are social media fans? That's the trend. And this is what I'm saying. If y'all don't transition over to marketing on social media, capturing that market, the quote unquote social media fans, that's the market you should be focusing on trying to capture. Those are the fans you're trying to bring into boxing. I don't understand what they're trying to say.
Difference. Good for boxing. Listen, I care nothing about the guy. Look, I won't be watching the fight. I didn't watch the Mike Tyson fight, the clown show. The only fight that I watched of Jake Paul is when he was getting his ass whooped versus Tommy Fury. I watched that fight, and I don't need to see him get his ass whooped again, so I'm good. And I watched a few highlights of the Tyrone Woodley fight. But honestly, this fight is a joke to me. Not because Gervonta Davis is a joke, but because Jake Paul is a joke to me. You know, sue me. Sue me.
Like Jake Paul.
He's a joke. Sue me.
Leroy don't like Jake Paul.
Ken Nugent ass motherfuckers want to go around throwing lawsuits around at people for having an opinion in a free country. Haney behavior. Devin fucking Haney behavior. Bill Haney behavior.
Hey, this the Devin Haney era, Leroy. It's the Devin Haney era.
Same types of weird ass people. It's disgusting. And y'all want me to tune in and watch the bullshit. The chef won't be watching a damn thing.
Leroy, you know you watching it,
trying
Leroy.
to protect this and saying that fans are just complaining. You have a right to your opinion. If you want to back this and support this, go right ahead. Back it and support it. But for the people saying that fans are just complaining, I'm telling you right now, you're full of shit. People have legitimate reasons to voice their opinions on this matter at a time like this.
I absolutely agree with Leroy. People got the time to voice their opinions on this matter. I agree with Leroy. I feel you, Leroy. Everybody entitled to that.
This is bad timing and bad context. And last thing, this does not in any way, shape, or form change my opinion on the Haneys, the Haneyaks, Shakur Stevenson, and the Shakarites. You are all still washed, and we are not with you at all. Just to be clear, this is just the honest truth of the raw, uncut viewpoint on this.
Leroy say we still ain't messing with y'all. Don't get it twisted.
Situation. Jake Paul. Jake fucking Paul. Jesus Christ. This is a disaster. Shout
out to the Exodus Files. That was a great documentary. I got about a little bit more time on here. I'm gonna drop the link, let everybody come up here and get their 2 cents about the documentary. I love it. I like this situation. I like this atmosphere because it's an atmosphere where everybody has different opinions. And over here at 2 Cents Boxing, my platform always thrives when there's a lot of contrasting opinions going on, because it's 2 Cents Boxing where everybody's entitled to their own opinion and we talk everything boxing. So I'm about to drop the link, and I want everybody to come up here and give me their 2 cents on how they feel about the documentary and what's going on. Make sure y'all punch that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And look, this is the space. This is the space where you can come have it. It was going down in the chat last night. I still haven't been able to go back and reread the chat from my live, but it was going down in the chat. I think I heard GM say it's World War III in the chat. I was like, man, what is going on? But this is definitely a space where you can come over here and have your own opinion. I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to prove nobody wrong. I'm not trying to tell nobody what they should think or how they should feel or what they should like or did. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just here to hear your thoughts. I created this platform so people could come and have their own thoughts. It's not an echo chamber. I'm not going to clip you up and make a video and claim I beat you in a debate when we was just having conversations. We don't do whole shit like that over here. I'm not going to talk shit about you on my live stream and have you blocked in the chat so you can't respond. We don't do that whole shit over here. Come over here, kick it, chit chat, and we just vibe out. We just vibe out. I'm not going to be on here long today, so, if anybody not trying to come up and get a 2 cents, I'll just say a couple of more things and then I'll bounce out. Yeah, but we don't do that over here. We keep it very mature. This ain't a echo chamber where I gotta sit here and talk about myself and what I've done and how much better I am than everybody and how much smarter I am than everybody because I'm a fan of Shakur Stevenson, and how stupid you are because you like Tank, or how you don't meet the criteria to be a real fan of boxing. None of that shit happens over here. If you like those type of platforms, they're out there for you. And this ain't a shot at nobody. I'm just telling you what my platform is like. It's not an echo chamber. I'm not going to time you out because I need validation and you don't agree with me. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm not going to do none of that. Because what happened was, quiet as it's kept, I got a lot of new subscribers for people trying to hate on me. All they did was drive traffic to my channel. Matter of fact, every time I'm mentioned on another platform, all it does is grow and bring traffic to my channel. Because they come over here expecting one thing, and when they see what it is, they realize this is where they need to be. So y'all tell y'all favorite content creators, keep talking about me. Send them a shout out. Tell them talk about me every single live stream. And make sure you tell them their insecurities are showing. But I dropped the link in the chat. Nobody want to come up? Shout out to Big Dog Willie with another $10 in the super chat. He says, Phoenix Assassin Official, 2 Cents Boxing don't mind being wrong. Tankomaniacs in the chat are in pain. I'm an ERRN. I treat psych patients, and I suggest some therapy or medication. I'm praying for y'all. Shout out Big Dog Willie. Shout out Big Dog Willie Diagnose in the chat. Shout out to Big Dog Willie Diagnose in the chat. Look, Rick Timms is sick of y'all. Rick Timms is sick of y'all. He says it's too much unnecessary tough talk. Dudes attack folks in chat because someone in the chat disagree with their assessment. Grow the F up every damn day. Dudes get full-blown erections just to come argue. You know what, Rick Timms? This is the thing, right? If I want to go argue and scream and yell, y'all know where I'm going? Do y'all know where that go down at on these YouTube streets? H Money. If you want to argue, cuss, yell, scream, call people names, go over there where the real smoke at. Don't be trying to bring smoke on a platform where it ain't no smoke like that. People trying to have a conversation. Go holler at H Money if y'all want to do all that. But I don't be seeing y'all over there. I be over there. But I don't be seeing a lot of you screaming ass, complaining ass, keyboard warrior ass niggas over there. I don't see y'all over there. Shout out to No Cap in the building. What up, No Cap?
Man, let's go. I see you early today. Was it early? Where y'all on the East Coast?
What'd you say?
I said it's early on the East Coast, or y'all up at?
I ain't on the East Coast.
Oh, you ain't? Oh.
I'm in Texas.
Oh, you about the same time as we did.
Yeah. I seen this documentary had dropped, and I wanted to come do a live review of it. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, the documentary was okay. They just threw that up there real quick so they can get some traction. I'm telling y'all, this fight is about to get a lot of content creators paid. It's about to get a lot of people paid. It's bad for his reputation. He ruining his reputation. He doing this. He doing that. I bet y'all gonna make content and get them analytics up. I guarantee you that. What you got, No Cap, for the show? What's your 2 cents?
No, the documentary. That dude is an idiot, dog. He sounds like he got that corn royal bag with the change in it. You know,
don't he sound like his name Leroy?
No, he sound like he about to give a motherfucking mission to the 18, nigga. Some shit. Just
he got
that white dude that was out there too. The white dude out there. So he sound like he smoked it. They sound like some 1972 military operative, like MASH about to come on voiceover. Like that white dude sound like he smoked like 100 packs of Marlboro Reds before he started doing that interview.
I like his documentaries though. I ain't gonna lie. I be looking at his documentaries and I be thinking like, man, I wonder how he getting his editing done. Like, is he using AI? I like the way his documentaries are structured. I think they be pretty decent documentaries for the most part. But do you think that this is bad for his reputation? The bad timing? Is it gonna ruin him? Is he not gonna be able to recover? What do you think about that? Because that's what Leroy said in the documentary.
No, because I mean, this is what the people. This is going to elevate him to like a new level of stardom beyond what he at. He really going to be selling pay-per-views after this. But if he go out and knock Jake Paul out, he'd be considered a hero, like a deal here, because he did what everybody wanted to see. But people want to see Jake Paul get knocked out. I think Turkey Out of Sheep was trying to make the fight with Anthony Joshua with Jake Paul because he wanted up somebody that'd knock him out. But see,
I don't think nobody gonna take it.
Shit, he better knock him out. Yo, if he want to be elevated to a damn higher standard than what he is, like if Tank knock out Jake Paul, he gonna be on every podcast, every fucking show. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have a whole new audience of people that's gonna tune into his fights. It'll take him to a higher. You know, even if you just beat him up, he ain't got to knock him up, but he got to fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to see Jake Paul get fucked up. I'm just keeping it real. See, but Jake Paul realized he can't fight the Chavez Juniors and shit no more because it's like that shit ain't do no noise. He had to pull out Mike Tyson. Like, he had to pull out Mike Tyson because people believe Mike Tyson old ass was gonna knock him out still.
So I believe Mike Tyson old ass could have knocked him out. I feel like they was bullshitting in there. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, Mike Tyson 60 some years old, but I'm sure he could have dropped Jake Paul for it. Jake Paul, it fights like an amateur. My son could beat up Jake Paul. He's still slapping punches. His footwork is but Jake Paul is not. And I really don't want to sit on here and break down the fight itself because I'm not a fan of the fight. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, Jake Paul footwork and Tank Davis. Like, what are we talking about? Jake Paul is not even a good amateur boxer, y'all. I like Jake Paul. Like I said, I like him as a promoter. But if I'm to assess him as a fighter and his skill, don't get me wrong. He's getting better. He's only been fighting 5 years. He's getting better, but he still looks very amateurish when he fights. He's not beating, in my opinion, no real fighter, especially at his weight. It's not happening. Shout out to Rich and Boxing Hacker on the panel.
What's up, 2 Cent?
What up, Boxing Hacker? Rich, we missed you last night, man. Somebody was like, where is Rich? I didn't hear no crying tonight. They was looking for you yesterday, Rich. We can't hear you, Rich.
Richard, he tried to figure out what to say about Shakur. he tried to see where Shakur fitted all this first.
Look at dang father, Tank a B-side nigga. Okay. The most paid B-side nigga we've ever seen.
I gotta say, this does nothing for Tank's career, though.
Go
We gotta be
ahead,
real
Boxing
about
Hacker.
that.
What's your 2 cents? Go ahead. What's your
Yeah, salute to you, 2 Cent. I have to say, I don't think it does anything for Tank's career. Like, it's a one-off weirdo fight, you know? Like, people act like, oh, he's gonna become more popular. No, he's not. I mean, Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul. A lot of people fought Jake Paul. Tyson Fury's brother fought Jake Paul. It's not like he's more popular now than he was before. He even beat Jake Paul, you know? It really does.
Who beat Jake Paul?
Tyson Fury's brother.
Right, but it was a boring fight. He didn't beat up Jake Paul.
Fury is not the level of Tank, though, Boxing.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not gonna. Mike Tyson's more popular than Tank, and he didn't do nothing for him either.
What was he supposed to do? He's not still
Mike
fighting.
Tyson's 60 years old, and he already more famous than everybody.
Anyway,
it's not. It does nothing. It does nothing for it. It's a sideshow fight. Like, it's not a real fight. Like, it does nothing for them. Yeah, people are gonna watch it. Like Jake Paul's fan base is gonna come and watch it. Plus Tank's fan base, it's probably gonna be big. But after that, ain't nothing else gonna happen. The Tank gonna fight. His number's gonna go back to normal. Just like how Ryan Garcia and Tank fought, and they made like a buku amount of money. But the next fight Tank fought wasn't nearly the same thing. So he just went back to normal.
Hey,
can I say?
Rich, let him finish. You're gonna get your turn. Go ahead, Boxing Hacker.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think this is what you call a waste of time fight. You know, we should have got at the end of the day, if he wants, he's gonna do what he wants to do. You know, but as far as
it's a waste of time fight.
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
What about a waste of money?
Yeah, I mean, if it's about money, it's a money grab. But guess what? He can probably make good money with the other fighters as well. Like, like he can. Who knows what you made with him and Shakur? Who knows? Or him and Lamont Roach? Who knows what was done?
Listen,
who knows? But like we know.
Money that he would make.
We don't even know what they're gonna make yet. You guys are giving exponential numbers right now. Like, oh, they're gonna make so much. Why? Because it's free on Netflix? I don't know. Like, to me, it's not. But as far as a fight fan's perspective, it's a waste of time.
Okay.
It's not like Shakur. I mean, it's not like Tank is like retired. It's not like he's a retired fighter or anything like that. It's not if he had fought if people like Floyd. Remember, like Floyd fought Conor McGregor, but he fought him after he beat Pacquiao. So nobody really cared what Floyd did because that was
he was 33. Like Ali, when he was active, Ali was doing exhibitions. He fought a football player and a wrestler.
Yeah, but Ali still fought the people he was supposed to fight though. Like what? Like what you guys talking about?
Mandatories. Like what you?
All right, I gotta pass the mic box and you're playing.
Yeah, like Tank didn't fight none of his contemporaries yet. None of them.
Who's contemporary? Who's contemporary?
Tio, Shakur, Devin. He never fought.
They're not even in the same weight division.
Tio and Devin were at 135 for years.
Let me ask you a question. Did Devin fight Tio?
Tank wasn't. No.
Devin wanted to fight Tio.
Yes or no?
Devin wanted to.
Just yes.
It's only because Tio. No, because Tio didn't want that fight.
Hold on. Did Tio fight Shakur? Did Tio fight?
Because Tio don't want that fight.
Has the contemporaries fought each other? Boxing.
They don't. But they're not running off doing like run off
fights. Each other boxing hackers, just yes or no?
They're not. I mean, Devin fought Ryan, so I guess you can say that's contemporary. I don't know Ryan counts.
Did Tank fight Ryan?
Tank fought Ryan, but the people that they want to see is Devin, Shakur, and Tank. Like, you're gonna get criticized, you don't fight them,
But what about them fighting each other? How come they not getting criticized for not fighting each other? I gotta pass the mic. Rich, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? My 2 cents, this right. I heard a little bit yesterday, right? I kept coming in and out, but I was looking at the comments, and I seen that you was saying some good stuff defending Tank. The girl, Kay said some good stuff defending Tank. I seen Jag Queen saying some good stuff defending Tank. Y'all, you know what y'all sound like? Y'all sound like some groupies, right? That's what y'all sound.
You're not about to call me a groupie on my own panel, Rich. Cut it out.
All right. Look. But y'all sound like how y'all supposed to sound. But my problem is these niggas.
We were stating facts.
Yeah. Y'all sound like how y'all supposed to sound. But my problem is these guys in the comments that's saying, yeah, they cooking. This what it really is. The guys saying that. The hardcore boxing fan guys that get up on your panel probably every other day and stuff like that claim they know boxing. it's starting to show that a lot of y'all casuals, man. Yeah, y'all niggas in the on comments. I'm talking to y'all. It's starting to show that.
This is a safe space for casuals, Rich. So just so you know that. The aircraft carrier say this bum Rich was on Champ's side talking reckless about Tank yesterday. Rich, you a hater, bruh. Real talk, fam. Aircraft carrier, click the link. Y'all come duke that out.
Nah,
Rich?
I don't
Rich,
even.
you trying to say these simps, Rich?
Nah, man, these niggas in the comments yesterday, they disappointed me the most. I'm like, damn, like I can see if y'all encourage people or whatever, because we can't never get mad at how somebody feel. None of us could, you know what I'm saying? But the niggas in the comments was, god damn.
It was going down. I gotta go back and read the chat.
Yeah,
it was going down in the chat yesterday.
Nah, you gotta look at what they say about Boxing Hacker, man. They say that a girl could say anything to Boxing Hacker and he could believe it and all that shit. I'm starting to second guess the guys that was talking about Boxing Hacker that's saying that stuff, because
right, because he disagree. He actively disagreeing with the women, right?
Yeah, like they agree with anything. These guys.
Y'all can't mad. Y'all cannot be mad because we was making sense. Y'all cannot come up here and
Nah, it's not. I'm
I'm
not mad at that. I'm mad at the people that was going all full blast for y'all in the comments yesterday, man. I'm like,
let me pass the mic. You done? Who in
Yeah,
the hospital?
I'm done.
What's that beeping? Ill Will, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yo, what's going on?
What up?
Yeah, I don't actually have a problem with Tank doing what he's doing. And I'm not a Tank fan like that or anything of the sort. But I just feel like, number one, you're in a dying sport. That went from what, like top 5 popular down to like right around 15 now. And you got this dude on a documentary criticizing viewers and how long the longevity of the sport. Like when a sport's dying, if you can get 50 people out of that to catch it, and those 50 people get 2 people to lock in and they get 2, like, you know what I mean? That's how you build a sport back up. I like Jake Paul's platform. I'm not a fan of Jake Paul myself and his bullshit games and stuff like fights, but he does put real fighters on his cards. He signs all these women. Like, he's doing good things for boxing, so I can't hate on him, dude. You got all these viewers that follow him that might catch on to something. Like, I mean, I still need Tank, like, to fight on the back end. Like, you want to get your money real quick? I'm 100% with that. I want to see everybody get money. But, you know, I'm still a fan of the sport, so I need you to get back to it and put on for us. Take that Roach fight, or even if Roach and Shakur fight, like, take the winner of that. Do whatever you got to do. But I don't want to see him take this fight, get this money, and just roll out. That's where I would have an issue. I mean, you know, people were saying, you know, exhibition or whatever. I mean, we've seen Floyd Mayweather jump on WWE to grab some fans. We've seen him do Dancing with the Star to grab some fans. Like, I'm not going to hate on people trying to pull people in from different platforms to come watch some boxing. That's all I pretty much got.
All right. Ill Will. NHA, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
What up, 2 cents? What up, panel? One thing I gotta say, 2 cents. You keep, I mean, at least you kept it. You keep it. You know what I'm saying? Even kill. You don't care if you know the fighters choose who they want to fight, turn down fights or whatnot. But it's these other jabronis that's out here scrambling and on panic mode. They know all this time defending Tank. Tank would never do that. Tank would never be a B-side nigga. Tank would never bend the knee. Tank would do this and do that. And now they gotta sit here and defend this shit, even though they know they don't want to. But they got to, because they gotta save face. Y'all looking terrible. Y'all looking pathetic right now. Y'all know who y'all are.
Well,
but
I mean, crazy. I guess I don't understand, like, this whole thing about Tank, quote unquote, being the B-side. He's fighting on MVP promotions. How is he gonna go fight on your network, on your promotional company, and be the A-side? It doesn't work like that. I don't
No, I
understand
know
that.
that. I know that. But they said Tank would never do nothing like that.
Who said that?
Exactly.
Come
Who
on,
said
man. I
Tank
mean,
would never do nothing like that?
all right.
I'm asking.
All
Like,
all the Tank stands.
so he should turn this down
The-
simply because he would have to be
No. He should not. He should not. I mean, I ain't got no problem with Tank doing this. I ain't got no problem. No fighter getting their bread. I'm just here to roast the motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Who
And I
hold
think Two
Tank to
Cent,
on a certain pedestal, like
that's
you
what
know
it
what I'm
is.
saying. He would not never do this type of shit.
Hold
And,
on.
and
Why do
think,
y'all keep
I know
saying
Two Cent,
it's
Two Cent boxing. Let me just say, it's not you. It's not a lot. It's not people like things. It's not people like you. It's some of the Tank fans or Tank maniacs that are in the chat who are literally mad that people are right and people call what it is, and nobody's mad at Tank. Nobody's mad at Tank. No, none of the other boxing. Nobody's mad at Tank. We're just it's just when it comes from us. We told you so. You guys put Tank on this. He's holier than they are. I'm not talking about you guys. He will never do anything like this because Tank is the real one. Da 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 da. You guys put him on that shit. Take man, put him on that. You're not taking money like 2 cents or Phoenix, and there's a couple other
But
cats that not take money. But you,
but two
they put them on that pedestal, and now they're mad. Now they're wrong, and they're mad, and now they're trying to either change course or just continue to be angry at the people who said, like me, I told you so. And that's not. That's why we 2 cents. You and I fuck. We fuck with each other because you said, okay, it happened. Get a payday. Hey, get a fucking payday. It's your quarter do it. Get a payday. Nobody's tripping. But it's a tank of maniacs who are upset about this, and they're so mad because they got proven wrong, and it's not that serious.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is though, like I didn't think the fight was gonna happen either. I didn't think Tank would fight Jake Paul. Like I played the video, y'all heard me say that. But the thing is, Big Dog Willie, one, you kind of cheated because you had a heads up, so you already knew it was happening. And two, I don't see a problem in people thinking that it would never happen. And if
I don't care about.
and since
I don't
it
care
did
if I cheated.
happen,
I don't care if
no,
I cheated. I try
no,
to
no.
tell you guys. I put 1,000 super chats in there. Thanks to some people. I put a million super chats in there telling you every single day it was going to happen. I told you the day I was off by a week, and the only reason why I was off by a week is because the 22nd is rivalry week in college football, and it goes all day long. But
But look,
no. I'm just going to let you guys know that I try to tell you guys, and I try to tell you reasons why. And back in May, and so that baby mama shit started back in May, and in June it came out too long. He was supposed to fight. I already told you this shit. But anyway, that August date was never going to happen. And I'm sad. I'm kind of upset that the people who told other people that August date was going to happen was they did that shit just to cover their asses. And that was fucked up.
But two cents. That's also the reason why people said Shakur should go to PBC, right? Because Tank's the A side. Tank's the A side.
No, but
But
no,
if Turkey's offering big money, then Turkey. Then why ain't y'all be like,
it's
well,
not about
Turkey's
Shakur.
offering money.
Hold on. It's not
Hold
about
on, y'all.
Shakur.
Let two
It's
cents.
not
Let
about
two
Devin.
cents
It's not
talk.
about
one
Tank.
mic,
Let two
one
cents
mic,
continue
Let me speak.
regulating it, y'all.
I was
one
talking to two
mic,
cents.
one mic.
Yeah.
Hold on, Boxing Hacker. Let me let Big Dog Willie land his plane. Go ahead, Big Dog Willie.
It's not about Shakur. It's not about Tank. It's not about Devin. It's not about Turkey. It's not about Jake Paul. It's about his diehard fans and Tank haters. It's about those two fan bases. I said Tank and Maniacs and Tank haters. It's about those two fan bases getting upset or sucking that a young man who is in 30s about to make 50 to whatever $100 million and doing what he wants to do. I'm not tripping about that at all. Let another brother make that much money. I'm not tripping. The reason why I come up there is to troll you guys and just to say I told you so. And people are getting mad at me, call me names
Y'all know how
because
this
they hate to
YouTube
be wrong.
boxing streets go. Y'all cut it out.
I
Yeah, that's
know, but
normal,
two
bro.
cents boxing, 2 cent boxing. I have to let them have it. I have to. And they're in the chat right now, cursing my name. And I'm not cursing you. You like, okay, yeah, I was wrong. I let it, let bygone things that's happening. I ain't dragons. They don't. I'm wrong. Idris, talk your shit. I already know. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. I'm gonna do it for another week or so. I'll probably get tired of it, but maybe not. But I'm just saying, just let it happen. Just let it happen because you guys were wrong, and don't get upset about it. Tank is a grown ass fucking man. He can do whatever he wants. You want to take a fucking Jake Paul fight and make 50 million? I wish Shakur could do that. Shakur wish he could do that. Devin Haney wish he could do that in the middle of his
Yeah,
career. But
yeah.
why are people getting upset and getting upset with the people who said so? The people who have inside knowledge, and the people like myself and other content creators saying it. Why are you getting so upset? Let the man do what he do. You
Tell
don't
them,
get mad at me for
tell them
being
But
right.
this,
respectfully. Tell them don't shoot the messenger. Y'all check
If you're
this.
doing
Yeah.
good, they got something to say. If you're doing bad, they got something to say. So do what makes you happy. Because you see this jet, you see this private jet that we own? I got it because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I made over $1 billion. You know why? Because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I'm gonna always tell Tank, do what the fuck you wanna do.
Frequent
There you
Flyer.
go.
What's
There
your
you
2
go.
cents? What you got for the
this
show,
in,
Frequent Flyer?
Salute to
okay.
everybody on the panel.
What's up?
Yo,
What's up?
Rich. Um, Two says I kind of I see what Rich was talking about. Y'all had that like motherly protective energy going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, like one of y'all
Frequent
kids
Flyer,
did
don't come
something
up here with
wrong.
that bullshit, Frequent Flyer.
Like one of y'all did, like y'all kids did something wrong, and y'all was trying to protect them or whatnot. That's the energy y'all was giving off. But that ain't what I wanted to come up here and say. I just wanted to say that the reason why we have a problem, well, I ain't going to even speak for everybody. The reason why I have a problem with this fight is because a lot of Tank fans, they being dishonest. A lot of Tank fans, they being hypocritical and everything about the way that they're approaching this. They're trying to act like it's okay for Tank to just do this now when,
It is okay.
No, I'm going to tell you why it's not. It's not. It shouldn't be. Well, I'm going to tell you why it shouldn't be okay.
You're
For the
gonna tell
people
me
who...
why you think it shouldn't be okay.
Yeah, for you guys. Well, I shouldn't be for you guys either, because you guys were talking about Devin Haney when Devin Haney had this fight with Ryan Garcia, cheated him and everything. The rematch was a big thing with everybody. Well, all the Tank fans, they were saying, no, Devin need to go directly into this rematch. He don't need to have no fight in between. They just need to get right back to it. That's what everybody was saying.
Never said
And
that.
so when it didn't happen, Jose Romero, people still didn't like that, but I think people just went along with it, didn't really cook it too much because they thought that maybe Devin would get caught or something. I don't know what the logic was, but the big picture is that because that fight happened in between, it messed up the rematch, and now we're not getting the rematch. So y'all don't look at the fact that what if somebody else lay a finger on Roach? You know what I'm saying? If anybody else beat Roach, it's going to be an excuse for Tank not to fight him. Nobody's going to want to see that rematch. If Jake Paul put hands on Tank, then we're not going to want to see the rematch. It's going to mess up the rematch. It has the potential. This move right here has all the potential to mess up this rematch, and y'all just acting like y'all don't care because it's Tank. But when it was Devin...
Hold on, Frequent. Let me ask you a question, Frequent, because you like to come up here and do this and make up shit to compare.
It's my opinion, like you said.
A lot of people were saying the issue with the rematch was, why do you have Devin and Ryan on the same card and you're not making the rematch? But nobody was in the uproar that he wasn't immediately rematching Ryan, especially not over here, because I want to see where you're at before you get in a rematch with Ryan. So I didn't even think that was a good idea.
I don't think that's true, 2 cents. It was a whole bunch of people saying, all of y'all were saying that Devin need to go right back to it.
Go ahead, finish up. Land your plane.
Yeah, it's that right there. The fact that, and that's not important. That the part about Devin going directly into the rematch. The part that's important is that we're not getting the fight because of that happening. Because they had a fight in between that threatened. The whole point of that fight in between was it was supposed to have been a tune-up for Ryan. Nobody really expected Ryan.
I don't know why y'all thought Rolly Romero was a tune-up for Ryan. That was dumb on y'all part.
Come on now, you can't say everybody thought. Nobody thought that Rolly Romero was going to beat Ryan.
Don't talk for me, bro. Don't talk for me, bro.
I thought Rolly. I could think of one person who thought that, and that was Don Drickton. He the only person that I heard actually saying that in real time before it happened.
I thought that Ryan was gonna beat Rolly, but I knew that it was a chance that Rolly could beat Ryan. I wasn't sitting on here like, oh, it's a tune-up. He should win. He should win. He should win. I don't know why anybody thought that.
Okay, but that's the point. Everybody thought that Ryan was going to beat Rolly. That's that part right there.
It could have went either way.
Okay, no, we know it could have been. We know now. I mean, certain people knew. Like I knew that Ryan. I knew that it was a possibility that Rolly could beat Ryan because of how he made him look in sparring, and you know he knew him. And I even brought that up. Like he had Ryan arms and all up in the air and stuff in the sparring. You know, making Ryan look ridiculous and everything, almost knocking him out. And so I was thinking that Rolly probably can do that. But I can't lie. I thought that Ryan was going to get past him. I really thought he was going to get past him. And I think a lot of people thought that too. But when it didn't happen, now the rematch, is not going to happen because of that. And that's the same reason why I think that people should be upset with this happening right here. Because if Lamont Roach fights Shakur or one of them other guys and they beat him, Tank ain't going to want to fight him no more. Y'all not going to want to see him fight Tank. Everybody gonna dismiss the Roach situation, so where they gonna use the triangle. They gonna use the triangle theory on it. That's gonna be their way out for Tank to duck him.
Wouldn't that be Roach's fault?
No, that's gonna be Tank's fault for not going into the rematch like he said he was gonna do.
How is it Tank's fault if Roach takes a fight and lose?
Well, because it won't be his fault that he lost. It'll be his fault that the rematch won't happen. It'll be an excuse for him to duck Roach and say, oh, he lost to Shakur. He can't even beat Shakur or whatever. And his fans is going to back him up on it. Well, but not even that. What if Tank go in there and get floored by Jake Paul? What if he get beat by Jake Paul? That messes up the rematch too.
Yeah.
And it's not like
that's boxing though, because it just happened to Devin Haney. So you would agree that that's boxing.
Yeah, but that's the reason why we should not be happy about this fight happening, because everybody wants that rematch with Roach, and it threatens that. That's the reason why people are upset with it, because it threatens that rematch happening. It just that's all.
I got to pass the mic. Jay Henderson, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
First off, salute to all the panel. Salute to you, 2 Cent. I think what people tend to not want to bring up in this is, and I said this the other night, this is prize fighting, man. This is prize fighting. You strike when the iron is hot. They already had the fight signed for, so this was going to happen regardless. Everybody wants Tank to jump back in this ring with Roach, and I get it. I want him to jump back into it too. No, I don't care about this fight with Jake Paul. I really don't. But at the same time, there ain't a person walking this planet that's going to pass up that money. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care about y'all emotional feelings towards it, or whoever your favorite fighter is. You're not going to pass up 50, 60 million to go in there and fight Jake Paul. If you are, you're lying. You're lying to us. You're lying to yourself. You're full of shit. As far as what Frequent said about people feeling different about because it's Devin Haney didn't do this and that, we all knew Devin Haney wasn't going to rematch Ryan Garcia immediately. Ryan Garcia was suspended. Devin Haney was also suspended. So we knew they weren't going to rematch immediately. Yes, we wanted them to, but we knew they weren't. So get off your pedestal with Devin Haney, bro. Just get off of it right quick.
All right.
Wait, hey, can I say something real quick?
They were suspended.
You're missing the point. It's not having a fight in between. That's important.
Guys,
yeah, they were on the same card. What do you mean?
This today, Rich.
Yeah, we're not doing this today. We're gonna have some panel etiquette. Okay. It's Teach's turn, and then I'm gonna open up the panel. Go ahead, Teach. What's your 2 cents?
I'm gonna say something, Jay Henderson.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. You can go at it whenever you feel like it.
All right. Salute to the panel. So what I'm hearing is that, this fight is a $100 million fight, 60-40 Jake Paul's way. So Jake gets 60 mil, Tank gets 40 mil. And this is according to, what I looked on Google. Obviously, reports just a rumor. So initially I'm thinking, Tank was making like 100 million because I'm going, off of word of mouth, what people said. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because people are saying that, you know, if Tank is making 40 million now, I mean, he could make 40 million in two legitimate fights. And this is why people are kind of critical of Tank right now. Why take this fight when you could take better fights and, you know, make that money? But
It
you
sounds
know,
foolish.
yeah, but in my opinion, for me, yeah, phone just died. In my opinion, to me, I mean, it doesn't matter. Let Tank make his bag. 2025 is about to end. I mean, in the snap of a finger, this fight is just gonna go by just like that, right? So it doesn't really matter to me. It matters what happens next year. Um, I mean, I just want Tank to spin the block, man. Like, go make your bag now, turn around, come back to Shakur or Lamont, and it's all good. Um, Again, like if he comes back around and spins the block for like a Manny, then I'm gonna be like more critical of him because then you'll see he's, you know, avoiding these fights. But I really wanted to come up here to say, so if Tank fights Jake Paul, right, he has to take this fight seriously, right? People are saying it's an exhibition. I mean, I don't even care if it's sanctioned or not. The fact is Jake is gonna go in there and try and put the beats on Tank, right? So Jake may not be at Tank's level, skill wise, but he's big, he's strong, and the dude is improving, man. Like we can't deny he is improving as a boxer. So all it takes from him is one punch, right? And that could change everything. So if Tank treats this like a sideshow instead of a real fight, I mean, he's risking like Jake. He's giving Jake exactly what he wants, and that's legitimacy in the sport. Jake is gonna if he put the beats on Tank, you're gonna have to give Jake some respect, and that's what he's looking for. So Tank's talent should carry him through the fight, but only if he respects it. And I think Tank should take this fight very, very seriously. Like he can't have a bad moment in this fight because you know how the YouTube fans get. They're gonna cook him. They're gonna cook him if he looks bad in any round. So we don't want to see 50% of Tank. We want to see 100% of Tank in this fight. I'm landing.
Jake is too big for
Can
him,
I say
man.
something now?
Go ahead, Rich.
I just want to say something to this guy, Jay Henderson, because I see he like to like have a lot of like slick comments about stuff, and he just be putting his own 2 cents on it.
Say what you gotta say, Rich.
Homeboy, his 2 cents channel is called putting your 2 cents in it. Bro.
Yeah, he put his. Yeah, you definitely put your 2 cents in on bullshit.
Yeah, so do you, dog. So do you. You full of shit too.
Hey, look, but what I'm saying is this, right? When this guy said, I encourage Tank to get the money. Like I said this plenty of times with 2 cents in them channels. I encourage anybody to rake up the most money you can from these people because they don't care about you when you're gone, right? So I encourage that, right? But you fans is something different. When you say shit, say facts. Cause you got Muhammad Ali, great grandson. He said in the middle of after a fight, he said he was offered tens of millions of dollars to fight Jake Paul from MVP Promotions. And guess what he said? He said no. So you're wrong right there.
Okay, so look, but
wait. Let me talk. Let me fucking talk. Let me talk.
I got something for that. You go ahead, bro.
Let me talk.
Chew your ass up. Go ahead.
You gonna chew me up? I'm not trying to.
Bro, go,
bro. Pause.
Yeah, he's talking about that's wild.
Go, bro.
But what I'm saying is this. I speak facts. I don't speak nothing that's out of the ordinary that I'm making up, that I'm adding my 2 cents on. That's what he said out of his mouth after a fight in front of a big crowd, that they offered him tens of millions. Second, I heard Shakur say, yeah, I would take that money. And I agree with him. He should take that money. But I also heard Shakur say this. I got pride. A guy running around, he keeps saying that he's winning against me off a draw. I might want to get that back first because my
Get the
pride.
fuck out of here.
He said that. Wait, hold on. I'm just saying what he said. He said, hell yeah, I would take that fight. But he said on my business side, I would take that fight. But on my pride side, People go by their pride more than business a lot of times in this world, and that's why they end up dead.
He didn't take the fight because Jake Paul beat Ali.
Let me talk. That
he didn't want to lose to Jake Paul.
Why you bring us back? 2 cents put us back in the back.
I'll take you too long to get to the point.
Let me talk. Let me talk. People, I'm gonna say it again. Shakur said, on my business side, I would take that fight. Okay, we all agree on that. And then he said, on my pride side, people usually go with their pride side. That's why a lot of people end up in the graveyards and other places and they ain't nowhere. So a lot of people go. A lot of people go with their pride more than they go with on the business side. That's why a lot of people ain't shit to today because they go with their pride. You know what I'm saying?
Jake Paul to beat better competition than this dude. He more of a real boxer than Ali's grandson.
So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is when you talk facts. And Muhammad Ali grandson said that. I could put the link in the chat. It's nothing you could say that he didn't say it or nothing like that. It's nothing around. I'm just telling you the truth. You gonna sit there and spin the narrative and try to win a debate off of truth.
Okay, so you done? You done?
Yeah, I'm done. And go ahead and win the debate off of narrative, off something that you made up.
Let me go ahead.
Go ahead.
And speak on Mr. Hey, bro, I let you go, right? Appreciate it. So as far as Mr. Ali Walsh, you talking about, who grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth, talking about he wouldn't take these millions of dollars. I guess he don't need to take it. So him and Tank coming up in two different situations mean they look at money completely differently. And not to also mention the fact that this kid being pushed by Top Rank, we all know that boy shouldn't be in them fights in. Anybody who never watched Ali Walsh fight, we know this boy shouldn't be out there fighting, or at least fighting where they have him. So we're not even going to try and compare his situation and Tank's situation. I don't even understand where that narrative come from. But if Rich wanna go in that direction, then he know I'm coming for his neck on that shit. Now, as far as the shit with Shakur, and Shakur saying what he would and wouldn't do, and Rich say he's speaking facts, but then he wanted to bring up an opinion when he says, "Oh well, Shakur, I'm thinking Shakur is going to go with his pride instead of his business sense." You don't know what Shakur is going to do if Jake Paul called him and say, "Let's get that fight going." Right now, you're assuming, so you're not using facts at all. You're assuming, bro, because you're a Shakur nut hugger. So you're going to always go in a direction of whatever the fuck Shakur want to do. But like I said earlier, anybody who get faced with 50, 60 million, Twitterson going to get his punk ass in there and fight.
Hey, listen, bald head. Hey, like
I'm good with being bald, bro.
You sound.
Hold on, Rich. I got somebody new on the panel.
No. Let me say one thing. Just one thing. First of all, according to y'all, to numerous of people that hit these channel links, Tank been making money like that. Tank actually criticized Terrence Crawford. Like he went all the way out his way to say something to Terrence Crawford. Oh, it's just a money grab and try to downplay the nigga and stuff like that. He been doing shit like that. And wait, hold on. He did say that.
But he can't.
Tank said that about Terrence Crawford when Terrence Crawford was fighting Canelo. He tried.
What's your point?
Wait, hold on. Damn, so
Rich, come on, you gotta land your plane, bro.
100 people will try to.
I think the point is Tank doing the same thing he criticized the motherfuckers for doing.
So hold on. So at the end of the day, wait, hold on. Let me talk. So at the end of the day, when you sit there and talk about Ali Walsh, it ain't like that. His peoples had money. It ain't like that. He had the money. Wait, let me talk. Let me fucking talk.
Rich,
brown ass, suit wearing, bald head ass, bam ass nigga. Like,
I'm about to mute you.
Like,
you ain't got no right.
I even saw this man wear the suit.
Hold on, listen. Any hoop, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show? I think this your first time up here.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, bro, don't nobody really care about that Lamont Roots fight, that Lamont Sinet fight. He the only one that care about that fight. He was begging for that fight ever since the draw. People just want to see Tank lose, so that's why they want to see that rematch. But as long as he fights somebody that he can possibly lose against, don't nobody really care. So as long as he get this money here and then come back and fight somebody else, don't nobody really care. That's just my 2 cents right there.
So you scared of him losing?
A boxing fan doesn't
I
think
don't care if he fights him or not. I don't really care. Like I don't care. I just care if he
don't nobody care. It's a whole lie, bro. There's a lot of people that care about that fight. That's a whole super lie.
A lot of haters care about that fight, bro.
No,
That's who really
no.
care about that
A lot of people here that are Tank fans literally said that's the fight they want to see. What are you talking about?
I'm
Literally, nobody
starting to
said
think
that.
they
You
don't
making
want
that
him
up,
to
box
fight
that.
Roach because they
Now,
scared, bro.
he's not fighting Lamont Roach. Y'all say nobody care. Get out of here with that, man. That's a
They don't
crazy
want
damn
him to
word.
fight Lamont Roach. They scared he might lose, bro.
Y'all never wanted to see him fight Lamont Roach in the first place. When Lamont Roach came
I
up,
never
everybody
want.
said
Yeah,
that's
I
a
never
cherry
want to
pick.
see. But Tank
Everybody said
fan.
don't nobody
Hold
want to
on,
see
we
him
gotta
fight
talk
them.
one at a time, y'all. One at a time.
I
We're
never
not
want
gonna
to
let it
see. I
go.
want to see him in Shakur, yes. But Tank fans up here always make it say, "Oh, that's the fight of the century." At least look at him; he's going right back into a rematch. A lot of Tank fans were literally saying that's the fight they want to see. And you know, the only Tank fan that's really standing on business, I gotta give it to him, is freaking KO. At least KO is being like the right. KO said
Shout out to
he doesn't
KO.
like it. Yeah, shout out to him. He said he
KO
would never
trying to
support.
redo his wrongs, man. We
No,
ain't.
time out, time out. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let
Yeah.
me say this. Let me say this. Because let me say this, right?
Yeah.
I am standing on business. And I'm a Tank fan, but I'm not gonna let me say this. I'm not taking no shots at nobody. I'm just saying I don't feel negatively how everybody else feel like a Tank fan should be feeling. I played y'all the video that I made 4 months ago.
I agree with that.
And
Yeah,
after
okay.
the rematch, I already said he don't necessarily have to do an immediate rematches. Rematches aren't always immediate. They don't always happen right away. So that's why I don't understand why people be taking shit that's just be normal and regular in boxing, but when it applies to Tank, it's like amplified, like it's under a microscope or something. It's weird to me. So I
But
know a
two
lot of
things.
people was like, he should go into the rematch right away. And I was like, okay, if he go to the rematch right away, that'll be cool. That's what's up. But if he doesn't, I'm not tripping. If he fight Jake Paul, I'm not tripping.
But Toussaint, you're the same person that told me that Tank's going back into a hard rematch. Remember that conversation we had?
Yeah,
Tank's
I
going back to a
said
hard
he's going
rematch. You
to
remember that? See,
what is
your
your
favorite.
point?
You told me my favorite fighter is not doing that. Remember you told me that? You're the same person that said that.
Your favorite fighter can't beat
You're
Jake
the one
Paul.
that said that, Toussaint.
Your
So
favorite
that's why I
fighter
said
But
the
can't
what is
person
beat
I
Jake
know.
hold
Paul.
on, time out, because I'm trying to see what boxing hacker point is.
So you're the one who said that. And KO told me the same thing. That's why I said
Because I
KO
thought he was going
extend.
to go into an immediate rematch.
Yeah. So, but you were hyping it. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to the person standing on business, to me it's KO
How
because
was I hyping it?
because you would always tell me your
I
favorite
would
fighter
not
is not your
always tell you
favorite.
that shit,
Not
boxing
always.
hacker. I said
It's an
that shit one
exaggeration.
time.
But you told me more than once. No, you told me more than once that your favorite
Boxing
fighter is
hacker.
not going
If I
into
think
their
he's
hard
going
rematch.
into an immediate rematch, I think he's going into an immediate rematch. Your fighter's never
Yeah.
been in an
No,
immediate
you're
rematch.
hyping it like that. That shows how good he is. Like it shows what kind of fighter he is. You know, he's going into a immediate rematch. It wasn't to say,
Yes,
oh, I
but
think he's gonna.
if that's what he was doing, but I already said boxing hacker. My thought, my consensus was I don't care if he goes into an immediate rematch.
That wasn't the tone you were using, though. I'll just put it like that.
Hey, look, I'm
The
not. I'm
tone,
not.
yeah. I'm just put it like that. And like I said, I just feel like people have these couple of double standards when it comes to this whole money situation. People are literally like, "Oh, so why would Tango Turkey? Why would he can make money on PBC? He's the A side. He'll never go to another promotion, another company. Now he's going to MVP,
Who
right?
said that he would never go to another company?
I done heard that millions
A
of times.
lot of people.
Hey, look.
A lot. I feel like everybody said that.
We also heard that he can't go over nowhere because he got a 6-fight deal with Amazon.
Ooh,
I heard that too. I heard that a
And
lot
I'm
of
cool
times.
with it.
And
He's
then
These
going
niggas
to
real making shit up, dog. They heard it from the
listen,
ghost.
Wait.
No,
Then I
hold
heard
on,
that.
hold on.
with
No.
it.
Because look, in that video I played for y'all, I said in the video, I think the Jake Paul fight will be highly unlikely because what network would it be on? Would it be on Netflix? Would it be on Amazon? Would they split it? I discussed all of my thoughts about that in that video. And in the video, I never said it never would happen. I never said he never would go over there. I never said none of this shit y'all keep saying.
But that's you that's never
Okay.
said that. But a lot of people that come up on your panel that's in the comments right now, they'll say that. They'll say,
Oh yeah,
But
they
what's
know who
wrong?
they
But
are.
hold on. What's
They
wrong
know
with
who they
them
are.
thinking? Listen, time out because y'all are trying to act like people thinking a stock that's reasonable and makes sense is something bad. If he's with Amazon and I'm thinking he's exclusive in the Amazon deal and I don't think he could fight on another platform and then he goes and fights on another platform, what is y'all point? I thought he couldn't. That's reasonable for me to think that.
Nah, but
Yeah, I mean,
but the
because they
people wait, hold
emotional.
on. It's
bro.
definitely reasonable. It's definitely reasonable for you to think that. It's definitely reasonable for all of us to think something to be wrong, right? But it's different when you think that, and then you talk bad about Boxing Hacker. People put him to the back when he say, "Yeah, Tank could go over to Turkey," and this and third. But then y'all hear him say, "No, he an Amazon deal. So how would he go over to Turkey and all that type of wild shit that y'all?"
That's a good question, Rich.
So now I'm saying, then y'all discredit him and like humiliate him, put him in the back, talk bad on him, and say shit. We gonna give him money. We gonna get him off the panel because he's talking stupid, he talking nonsense. But whole time the shit that y'all be saying on these panels be nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Whole time,
you mean like that shit you just said about Ali Wars?
Boxing Hacker, nigga, you sound stupid.
How was
I
me?
said he wouldn't take the money.
Hold on, Rich. How was me having a reasonable thought? Hold on, listen.
This nigga Tank really got y'all mad because he fight about to beat up Jake Paul.
Right.
No. Ain't no cap.
Hold on, y'all gonna let me talk. Listen, Rich. How can somebody having a reasonable thought be nonsense? This not making sense what y'all saying.
I'm not saying that y'all you saying something nonsense. I'm saying that y'all will like talk bad about Boxing Hacker, like he just the slowest person in the world when he's really making sense. Like
he really don't be making sense. Rich, cut it out. You right one time. Now this nigga been making sense all the time. Cut it out, Rich.
He might be making sense. A
broken clock is right 2 times a day.
I mean, it's true though, right?
You see what I'm saying? Y'all talk about Boxing Hacker, man, and y'all be biased. Y'all don't get his side of the point. But with this bald head nigga keep saying, "Oh, ain't nobody turning down millions." Nobody not turning down millions. I don't give a fuck how much family you grew up under or none of that stuff. You not turning down millions. It ain't like he got $1 billion. It ain't like he got $100 million. He turned down a fight, and your dumb ass point, you said no one on earth would turn down that money from him. That's what you said. You said no one on earth would turn down Jake Paul fight, and I gave you a person that did it. And you don't even know how much Tank. You don't even know how much Tank making. You got Tank dick up your ass, man.
You over here talking about facts and you speaking with your heart,
dick,
bro.
man. You
need
got
to get your
Tank
heart
dick
out
up
of
your
that
ass,
shit, bro.
man. Stop
your heart
that.
in it, bro. Get your heart out of it, bro. You're too
Stop
emotional, Rich.
Rich, deep breath, Rich.
You're too emotional,
lot of pause in it.
That's crazy,
You're
though.
too
That
emotional,
nigga sit there and lied on other men. You don't lie on
dude,
nobody, man. You say you would do that for Jake Paul.
Man, hold on, Rich. Let me get these super chats. Let me get these super chats. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the $5 in the super chat. He says 2 cents boxing. My suggestion is let Shakur and Devin fans talk as much ish as they want, especially Devin fans, because Tank fans gave Devin hell for the Ryan fight. Shout out Big Dog Willie. Listen, man, y'all not finna come over here and be unreasonable over here.
I want to say something to 2 cents though.
Shout out to Official Everything with the $5 in the super chase. Says Tank fans, when all these dudes getting pushed back, did y'all say because he fighting Jake Paul? If no, shrugged. Shout out to Official Everything.
How's it going?
Hey, 2 cents.
Any Tank fans want to answer that?
What's up? Hold on, Teach got a question. What's up, Teach?
Yeah, I mean, as much as you'd like to think that you are a casual of boxing, I don't think you are, because I believe you believe that you have to have some legitimacy in boxing, and to Hacker's point.
But you believe I believe what?
You have to believe that there's legacy in boxing, right?
Oh.
I don't believe you think that. I don't believe that you're a casual boxer as how you're speaking right now. And
I do believe it's legacy in boxing. Yeah, I'm gonna expound on that. Go ahead. Teach.
And the reason why I'm saying is because when people get at you for leaning towards one side only, you gotta be critical at Tank at some point. And this is a point where being critical about. I'm not saying it has to be 100%, but you got to understand where Rich is coming from. You got to understand where Boxing Hacker is coming from. All right.
I do.
And that's why, Boxing Hacker made that comment about KO, because, KO, he's not a casual fan. He's a diehard boxing fan. So he sees both sides of the situation.
But just because I understand where you're coming from, that doesn't mean that's how I feel. I absolutely understand where you're coming from. I definitely get it. But that don't mean I have to feel that way, because I don't. I understand how you feel. He should be fighting a real boxer. He should be focused on legacy. He got something to prove. I get it, but I don't feel that way. But I understand it.
Right.
So
And that's
you
what
get what
y'all
I'm
need to
saying?
understand.
I don't
For
have
real.
to
Like,
sit
we
up
don't
here
have to
and be
agree
like,
with you.
I don't have to sit up here and be like, yeah, Tank ain't who we thought he was. Tank ain't this, and yeah, Tank, you ducking, and I don't have to sit up here and do
Nah,
that.
but what I'm saying is, like, yesterday when you guys did your live, right? It was like 100% like positivity going towards Tank. Like, nothing about it. You guys didn't dispute anything about Tank yesterday.
Because I wasn't talking about the fight yesterday. I was comparing events.
But that's the crazy thing. Y'all bigging up this event
We were
over
talking
a
about the
real
business
boxing
of the
event.
event.
And I'm
Listen,
not saying you guys have to
I
be
can do whatever
negative,
I want on my
but
platform, bro. So I don't even know what you mean
I'm
with
not
that.
saying you guys have
But
to
what
be
I'm
negative.
saying
Here's the
is,
chorus waiting for KO to say something, and KO
You know,
still.
when the fans are watching, when the people are watching you guys, I mean, that's how it kind of comes off. You know?
well, I don't care. That's how I feel and what I wanted to talk about the fights. I was comparing the business of the fights, and I was making the point that people was trying to tell me that Canelo Crawford sold 58,000 tickets with badass promotion. And what I was showing was, when you have a good promotion and a bad promotion, this is what it looked like. This is what the energy for a fight that could sell 58,000 tickets look like. That shit y'all was telling me is not how this works. My point I'm trying to make is, it don't matter your accolades, your pound for pound, your all of that and this and that. Yes, there is a fan base in boxing that appreciate and want to see that. But as a whole, comparatively, you have all different types of fans in boxing. You have all different type of people that want to see different things. Stop trying to say because people want to see one thing, they're not a real fan of boxing. And I was trying to show you that fucking Canelo Crawford event, which is supposed to be a big fight, which people thought it would be a good idea to be promoted by Dana White. And I kept telling y'all, why would you let Dana White, who don't know how to promote fights, promote a fight as big as Canelo and Terrence Crawford? That shit don't make no sense. So y'all
But
keep
How's that
y'all
fight doing
promoted
bad
well,
though? How's that fight
Promoted well.
doing
What are you
bad?
talking about? It's not
I'm
doing bad at all.
listening.
It was promoted very well, 2 Cent.
It was
The
not
reason why Tank
promoted
just got
very
announced.
What are
well.
we
The
talking
only reason we're
about?
talking about that now is because Jake Paul and Tank got announced 2 days
I've been
ago.
saying this, Boxing Hacker. Don't talk about the only reason why we saying this now. I've been telling y'all this shit. Cut that out.
It got promoted well. It's getting promoted well. What do you mean?
So
It
can
hasn't been
What's wrong with that
promoted
promotion?
well, bro. It
They
Why
hasn't.
not?
sold
We've been talking about Jake Paul,
60,000
we've been
plus
talking about
tickets.
Canelo and Crawford for like the past month and a half.
If it
Like,
was
what?
promoted so well, Boxing Hacker, when they
Yeah.
announced that Jake Paul Tank fight, that shit wouldn't have got blown down and disappeared. They
Those are the people are
upgraded.
talking
You're
about
being
because it's a bad
disingenuous, 2
fight.
cents. No,
People
no,
aren't saying they're not like excited. Nobody's like, I wonder who's going to win.
I'm not about
They're
to
like,
argue with
why the
y'all.
hell is
I'm
it
not
happening?
about to argue with
That's
y'all.
the promotion.
No, time out. I'm not about to argue with y'all because it's obvious y'all business acumen is very low.
quick question?
Wait, hold on. Hey, let me say something.
Hold
Let me
on.
say
I
something.
got
2
somebody
cents.
new on the panel. LJ, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Salute 2 cents. Salute to the panel. I really don't understand what y'all expect. How y'all expect people to feel about this fight. That's the only thing. Like, everybody's all emotional because this man made a decision that he already told y'all that, I mean, he ain't fighting. I mean, he fights for money. So I don't understand what y'all expect the content creators who support him and whoever, his fans or whoever else. I don't understand what y'all expect, how y'all expect them to react.
Right.
When he's told you, that's like a female telling y'all, really letting y'all know that she ain't interested in being in a relationship, but you still, setting up these expectations.
You went out,
You on
LJ.
mute. You're on mute,
dude was
bro.
cooking.
No, but you're going off what?
Hold on.
What y'all expect type fans, how y'all expect them to react
Right.
Can I answer that question
to
real
this
quick?
fight?
Nah,
Because
hold on. Let me talk.
Tank also
And
said that he would never do this.
let add to it. Let me add this one thing to it. Y'all not even really addressing Tank's real fan base. That's the insane thing to me. Who is Tank's real fan base? It's casual
I guess you
fans.
are.
No, it's casual fans. No, I am a fan, but I'm not his fan base. You'll never reach his fan base because his fan base ain't on social media, not on YouTube the way that all of us are.
Wait, can I ask you a question, LJ? Because if you're going off what Tank said, right? Tank also said he would never do this. Do you remember that? He also said that what Jake Paul doing is a freak show. It's not real boxing. Tank said that. Gervonta Tank Davis said that.
Mind,
no. If we're going on what Tank said, well, Tank already told us this. Well, then why aren't you saying what else he said?
What are you talking
about this directly, saying you would never do this.
This is what I'm saying.
Put the link in the
Why
chat.
aren't you saying he lied?
For clarity purposes, Boxing Hacker, I'm talking about him fighting for money.
Yeah,
he's been consistent with that.
Also said he would never do
hold
this.
on, let me say something.
All fights are for
So
money.
you think? So just a quick question, Rich. Hold on, Rich. Just a quick question. So him making the point. So him making the point that I fight for money. I don't give about nothing else. If you look at what he said leading up to the Lamont Roach fight, when the reporters was asking, I don't give a F about none of this.
Right. But
so y'all act like that, but y'all choosing to turn a blind eye to that. I don't understand that.
Let me ask you a question
real quick.
Let me ask this real quick.
I ain't say nothing. I just want to say something for 5 seconds. Hey, first of all, man, Boxing Hacker, you showing me right now that your comprehension skill is wrong, because this guy came up here addressing all Tank fans for real. He ain't addressing nobody else.
No, I ain't Rich. I'm addressing Tank fans, the content creators, as well as I'm talking about Tank fan content creators, as well as those who hate on Tank.
Nah, cause look at this though. You can't be addressing us because we all called this shit.
So you admit you're a person that hate on him, right?
No, we all called him.
Right, then if you ain't a person, if you're not a person that hate on him, then I ain't talking to you.
Let me talk. We all knew this shit was gonna happen. We all knew that. We all listened to his words, like you said. We listened to his words. We knew he was gonna fight Jake Paul. We knew he wanted. We knew that we had the money. We knew all this stuff. That's why I'm telling Boxing Hacker, you not really talking to us. You talking to the people that was in denial about that shit. That's who you talking to. We knew this shit.
Hold on.
We knew this shit.
Hold on, Rich. I gotta mute you. Listen, bro. Listen, y'all. People thought the fight wasn't gonna happen. We didn't think he would fight Jake Paul. Right? I made a video 4 months ago. I said, I think this fight is highly unlikely, but it's boxing. Anything can happen. We all know that. Why do y'all niggas keep running around like, we knew it was gonna happen? We told you. Okay, do y'all want a cookie? We thought it wasn't gonna happen. It's happening now. So
that's all I'm trying to tell LJ and Boxing. I'm trying to tell Boxing Hacker this. You can't be talking about the people that already been calling this stuff out. You talking about the people that been in denial about this stuff. You can't be talking about. You can't be talking about the people that been already knew that he gonna take money. He gonna do this, do that, and third. I knew that, and I'm proud of him.
Right. So I ain't addressing you.
I'm proud of him for doing that.
No, but here's what I'm saying to you, LJ. Here's what I'm saying to you. Tank knew that fighting Jake Paul would make money. After all, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was making money at that time. And Tank still said it's a freak show. He would never do that. He said that. He said it in an interview. Do we have to find the interview? He said multiple times that he doesn't fight with. He will never fight with Jake Paul.
Okay,
Jake Paul is not real boxing. He said it was bad for boxing. You guys ignore that. Why? Wait. Before I go, LJ, why aren't you saying that part too, though? You talking about what Tank said. Tank said he fights for money.
You're lying.
He's a prize fighter.
You're lying.
I don't know him to say what you just said.
Yeah, I'm lying to this one right here.
I'm just sitting here talking back and forth about this bullshit.
So you said, wait, D1, you're saying Tank supported?
Bro. No, what he said about it before they fought is something different. All right. No, I got a question for. I got a yes or no question for everybody on the panel. Did y'all watch the MVP card last night?
I was on live.
I did.
Boxing Hacker, no. Teach,
no.
yeah. And y'all claim to be hardcore boxing fans. Up here, you're hardcore fucking Tank haters. That's what you are. Whatever this dude does, you'll fucking gravitate to the guys that y'all think will beat him. You're fucking the face of boxing haters is what y'all really are. You're not real boxing fans. Have a good
So we
day.
didn't watch a card last night.
Hey, D1,
Right.
did you see the
What the hell?
He was right.
I mean,
Y'all ain't real boxing
dude, you
fans.
can
I'm gonna
watch
tell you why. All y'all
What?
niggas fake. Everybody that got a problem with this fight is fake because this is the fight real boxing fans been wanting to see ever since Jay Paul been on the scene shining and talking shit. We want somebody in there that's gonna beat his ass, not somebody that's gonna outpoint him, not somebody that's gonna put hands on him. You know what I'm saying? And now if he feels comfortable enough to beat Chavez Jr., somebody Canelo fought, he just beat a guy Canelo beat. So he feeling confident, like I'm big enough to survive with Tank. But it's a miscalculation. Tank gonna beat his ass.
One day fight tires is what we thought was Jake Paul.
On the exhibition.
What the hell?
He got his ass beat by that Japanese kickboxer. That was an exhibition, and it wasn't a real fight, but it was a real ass whooping. And that's what Jake get. It's not a real fight, but it's gonna be a real ass whooping, and that's what we want to see because he's disrespecting the sport. And if you want this nigga. Y'all supposed to be like Tank, beat this nigga's ass.
Y'all want every
Nah, y'all gotta let no cap cook, man.
Y'all supposed to be happy. If Tank would have made that fight after Joshua, I would have supported it. Like, yeah, Joshua beat his ass. Could have been there somebody real. Ever since he came out, they say fight a real boxer, fight somebody real, fight a liar. He about to do that. So we about to finally get what we want. We about to see this motherfucker get his ass beat around that guy. He gonna be looking like Devin Haney against Ryan.
So you betting on the knockout?
But that's not what they really want.
Hey, Cap, you betting on the knockout? Hey, Cap, you betting on the knockout?
Hell yeah, I'm betting on the. I don't even know how to bet on that shit, but I would bet on the knockout. Yeah.
I want to know how much that shit gonna be.
They gonna knock him out. How many rounds is it? How many rounds is it?
This what y'all not saying though. This what y'all not saying though, right? This what y'all not saying. Every one of you niggas gonna watch this fight.
Of course.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, Two Cents. Listen, I probably not. Oh, but if my aunt
Stop lying,
let me talk.
Rich, stop lying.
Let me talk. My aunt's 74 years old, right? She loved Tank. That's her favorite fighter. That's the only person that she paid money to see or whatever like that. So she might want me to come over there and watch it with her. So that's it. I swear to God, she love him. You can't say shit about none of them about Tank, man. They love Tank.
Shout out to Foxy Brown with the $5 super sticker. Thank you, Miss Foxy Brown. And Rich, you full of it.
Rich, if you're not watching the fight, Rich, you better not be watching the highlights.
Man, I'll be watching the highlights, man. Hell yeah, I will.
Rich is watching the fight. Y'all don't listen. Let me tell y'all what's about to happen, right? Let me tell y'all what's about to happen. As a content creator, they definitely appreciate this fight. All the ones that's complaining, all the ones that's calling Tank a duck, all the ones that's crying, all the ones that's I guarantee you they appreciate this fight. You know why? Because I guarantee
their numbers
before
going
this
up.
fight wasn't announced, they analytics about to double. I guarantee you they analytics about to double. So they can sit up here and act like they feel a way about this fight, and they may actually feel that way about this fight. But if you really feel the way about the fight, if it's so bad for boxing and this and that, stop talking about it.
Hey,
Don't make no content about it. Because you talking about what you don't want. And I don't know if you all remember this, but Big Dog Willie kept putting that in the super chat. Somebody got to mute. They got a lot of feedback. And I got to the point where I just said, you know what? If they don't make this Tank and Jake fight, they're gonna be crazy. Because for months, since it been rumored, everybody been talking about how they don't want to see it. Do y'all know what that means? That don't mean people really don't want to see it. You know why? Because people don't talk about continuously what they don't want. It doesn't work like that.
Hey, look. I salute, and I salute Tank for getting that money. But me, I'm a Tank fan destroyer. I'm getting tired, y'all niggas come up here lying and acting like y'all wasn't saying shit before all this stuff, and now y'all act like shit handy dandy and all that. I'm talking to you, Nick. Say no.
Coach Eddie, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Oh, like I was saying last night, I'm gonna watch the fight because I know that Jay Paul gonna be trying to knock Tank out.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, He gonna be trying to put that little dude. He gonna be trying to put that little dude to sleep,
and he gonna land into something too when he do it.
So Jake Paul is under the delusion that a win over Tank Davis somehow solidifies him. To me, it doesn't. You should be able to knock out Tank Davis. You should be able to knock him out. This dude is a freaking little dude, like 135 pounds.
Yeah, you a champ. Up to get uppercut.
By who?
By Tank. Tank going if he keep coming in, he gonna get hit with something he can't see. Just because that nigga big, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean
This my 2 cents. This my 2 cents. Hey, brother, this my 2 cents, brother. Chill out, bro. This my 2 cents.
My bad.
Yeah, now I'm just giving my 2 cents. Now, if it does, if Tank hurts him, it's gonna be to the body. It ain't gonna be to the head. It's gonna be to the body. Because the body's right there in front of Tank. When you punching up, you lose power. That uppercut to the chin, it ain't gonna be there. It's too far to go. It's gonna be to the body. Like I say, that's how Tank gonna stop him. If he does stop him, it's gonna be a body shot. But like I said before, when Logan fought Mayweather, when Logan came out with all them crazy haymakers, Mayweather had the ball up. Because that dude was big. That dude was big and he was throwing big shots. He had the ball up, you know what I'm saying, to make sure he didn't get hit with that crazy. If Jake goes out there and steps on the gas and try to put Tank on the back foot and put him in a rope, don't be surprised. But he's strong enough; he can punch through Tank's guard, and he can hurt that kid, man. It's a dangerous fight. Exactly. If it's real, it's dangerous.
I can see Tank moving around a lot when he do coming at him, tire his ass out, and he gonna throw some dumbass shit later on rounds and fuck around and get hurt. That's what I can see. I don't see Jake Paul knocking Tank out at all. I see Tank knocking Jake Paul out before Jake Paul knock him out. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
It'll be to the body. It'll be to the body. It ain't gonna be to the head. It'll be a body shot.
I think Jake Paul died during the rehydration clause.
He has to be there 100%. He can't be there 50%.
I think once Tank put the rehydration clause on Jake Paul should be passed out.
What you say, Teach?
I think everybody got Tank winning that fight. The problem is he can't be 50% of himself, right? Everybody's saying, "Oh, this is an exhibition." It doesn't matter how Tank comes in, right? He has to take this seriously, and that's the point I'm trying to make.
Oh yeah, and I don't know what Coach Eddie just was saying though, man. But I understand you looking at it from your perspective of boxing, man. But I don't see him beating Tank at all. And I don't see him doing the shit that you saying, man, at all.
Yeah, I could see it.
I can see him being rushed, and I can see him trying to bully him around and all that stuff. But that ain't gonna go too far after the first.
All right, y'all. I've been on here for about 2 hours for this pop up today. Shout out to everybody that joined me. Shout out to everybody that helped supported the channel in the super chat, and shout out to everybody that punched that like and subscribe button. If you haven't already, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button, please. Punch that like and subscribe button. If you listen to the replay of this live, be sure to let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. And if you really enjoyed the content, hit that heart with the $sign and just leave a special thanks below. Let me know you really, really enjoyed the show. I'm gonna go around and give everybody 60 seconds to get their final 2 cents off. We're gonna start with you, Rich. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Trying to get me off early. Oh nah, salute to the panel. Salute to the people that understand the real about Tank, you know what I'm saying? Not the ones who was in denial a couple fights ago, a couple months ago and shit like that. Salute to all of them, man. And yeah, man. To Jay Henderson, you wrong. I'm gonna say that again, you wrong. Go ahead and chat, put something in the chat and make up some bullshit like you usually do. You wrong though, man. And shout out to everybody that's on the panel. Shout out to D1 and what's the other guy that just came up here, man, that was speaking to Team fans? LJ. Shout out to him, man. He made good points. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, Boss Hack, you gotta start listening, man. Sometimes you shouldn't even just open your mouth though, man, on certain stuff, because he wasn't even directly at you, if you know what I mean. But all
right, Rich.
Finish cooking because I was really interrupted by a bunch of motherfuckers.
Go ahead.
I'll let y'all get off. You know what I said? Like I lost my trade, but he beat up Chavez Jr. But he beat Chavez Jr. better than Canelo did.
So Jake Paul feeling himself. He thinking like, I can survive with Tank. All he think he just got to survive, and it's a victory for him because he fighting a fighter in their prime. You know what I'm saying? But he realized it's a miscalculation because Tank is gonna put him under the mental pressure he don't got experience with because it's different layers. It's different layers to a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always watch Zab Judah and Floyd because it's just the fight just went. It was like a damn back and forth battle. With Floyd to make an adjustment, Zab Judah to make it adjusted, and Floyd just kept on. Floyd made like 6 or 7 adjustments in that fight, dog. Zab Judah ain't had no more answers, and he started getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? That's the mental stack. That nigga, Jake Paul don't got enough RAM to be in the ring with Tank because Tank gonna put him in so many motherfucking situations to have him. He ain't gonna be able to think fast enough. You know what I'm saying? So we about to see Jake Paul get his ass beat, and I want to see that. And after Tank beat up Jake Paul, he gonna be on every channel. He gonna be on every podcast. He gonna be on all that shit. ESPN. The world is gonna celebrate Jake Paul getting beat up, and Tank is gonna elevate to a new level of stardom. And you bitch ass niggas gonna be able to hate some more. And I can't wait. And I'm gonna come back and shit on all y'all when they come true too.
That's what you got.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for coming up. No cap. Appreciate you for coming on the panel. Boxing Hacker, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
A little 2 cents. Yeah, at the end of the day, the fight's gonna happen. I don't care about it. Personally, I'm more excited about Canelo versus Crawford. However, it's just funny hearing like all these hypocritical statements. Because a long time we were hearing that, Tank can go to Turkey, Tank can make more money at PBC, he gets back end money. Even no matter how much Turkey gives him, he's not gonna switch over. Tank said himself that he would never fight Jake Paul, and Jake Paul was a joke. That was what Tank said, But lo and behold, he's gonna fight Jake Paul on MVP promotion.
When did can you send me the link when he said that? Because I've seen him call out Jake Paul several times.
Yeah, he said multiple times, so I will definitely find it for you.
All right, do that.
So like when it comes to this scenario where it's like now everybody wants to go into this defense mode, I'm like, but y'all just being a little bit hypocritical, and I'm speaking generally, I know not everybody was, but a lot of people here were. They were literally like, it would never happen, or Tank would never leave PBC. He has a deal with PBC. So to me, it's just like, what are we saying, And one thing I want to say to you two, Sam, I know that, I think earlier you got maybe a different show. I think you were talking about Turkey and Al Heyman being the same or different. I keep saying it. When you look at Al Heyman,
we're not doing that, Boxing Hacker. Coach Eddie, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show? Yes, I'm kicking your ass off.
Hold on.
You're not about to keep comparing Turkey and Al Heyman.
They are similar.
Okay.
They might be from different regions. They're similar in their start. They both own shows. PBC is a show. Reality is a show.
You don't know what you're talking about, Boxing.
They both got criticized by other people because other people felt like they were overpaying fighters. It's the same concept for both of them.
Okay.
What's his name? Turkey goes against Aliak. Ali Heyman, that was against it by calling himself an advisor. So what are we really saying? They both are on the same wavelength.
All right. Thank you,
I'm out. Salute to y'all.
All right. Peace out, Boxing Hacker. Coach Eddie, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yeah, let's see. Jake Paul, in my opinion, is looking at Tank Davis like a cherry pick. You may not know what my take on it. It is what it is, but it's just for the fact that the man literally thinks that if he beats Tank, it's going to somehow solidify him in the boxing world. Cruiserweight or heavyweight or lightweight, and think that it's going to give you some type of credence. The face-off is going to look ridiculous. It's going to look crazy. In the ring, it's going to look even more crazy. Tank best bet is it's going to be the body work. Anything to the head ain't going to do nothing. You got to get past a long jab. He got to get past all those heavy punches that's going to be coming at him. And I don't know if Jake is really going to try to knock him out or not. I don't know. We're going to see. But it's a lot to overcome when a guy that's that big coming at you, no Diddy, and throwing a lot of hard shots at you and keeping you on the defense. You ain't gonna be able to get off like you normally are. And Tank is showing to be a little bit more apprehensive now, You know, because the older he get, you know, he's thinking about his reputation. He's thinking about certain things that's in the back of his mind. He spoke on those things. He don't want to get hit by one of them big shots and wind up doing the stanky leg or getting dropped by Jake Paul. So he's going to be using his cues. And I know people like to put Tank on this, you know, on this Superman level, but the man is a human being. Anybody can get hurt, and you going up against this guy. This is a dangerous fight. Now Tank definitely had the, you know, the more skills, you know, the more experience, all that good stuff. But still, when you're dealing with somebody that big and young and strong, and they're really trying to come at you, you know, it's a lot to contend with. And I know Tank is beat up.
Fight?
In my opinion, it is. Anytime you take it off headgear and you putting on 10-ounce glove and you fighting somebody 60, 70 pounds heavier than you, and the height discrepancy is just so large. It ain't like what Usyk did when he went up and fought guys like Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, because Usyk's still 6'3". You know, so that's, you know, you could and both of them are heavyweights. But this guy is literally a lightweight fighting a cruiserweight / heavyweight. A kid that can punch. Jake can punch, whether you like him or not. The dude he can punch. And if he catches Tank the right way, he can hurt Tank.
So let me ask you a question, right? And I'm trying to get off of here real quick, but I'm gonna say this, right? It's the risky fight, right? Me personally, I think it's an exhibition. I don't know if they're really gonna be trying to knock each other out. If it's such a big risk, isn't that more dangerous than him fighting a Roach rematch?
What the reason why people may not be looking at that, because we don't know the ins and out of the fight. We don't know what's going to be in the contract. We don't know if it's going to be a glorified spar match, or are they really going to be trying to go at each other. Like, we seen Floyd stop his guys in exhibitions. We seen Manny Pacquiao stop his guy in exhibition. So I guess that's where the intrigue is. If it's a real fight, it's dangerous. If it's like just a little glorified spar match, then there's no danger.
Oh, okay. All right, Coach Eddie.
All right.
Thank you for coming up. Teach, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show? We got about 2 minutes, Teach.
So when the Jake and Canelo fight, fell apart, Jake kind of vowed that, this fight this year is going to be bigger than whatever Canelo and Turkey is planning, right? And when he said that, the only fight that popped into my head was Jake and Tank. And so he's kind of proving it to Turkey right now. And your live yesterday pretty much had a lot of legitimacy to it, right? Because I think it's going to be the biggest fight this year. This is a much bigger fight than Canelo and Bud right now. And I'm going to be there Friday, man, with my popcorn. So all I want is Tank to pretty much take this fight seriously. Even if it's an exhibition, even if they're wearing headgear and 16-ounce gloves, it's the optics of it, right? Jake can't have any good moments with Tank in there, because if he does, you know how the fans are going to react on YouTube. So Tank got to go in there. Tank got to be 100% and dominate.
All right, Teach. Shout out to Teach coming up. NHA, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show? Going once. You on mute, NHA, if you're talking. Going twice. All right. Tony, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
What's going on? 2 cents. How you doing? Oh, you said Key's not here. Well, anyway, you know what I'm saying? She ain't here, so nah. Look, at the end of the day, it's a very dangerous fight for Tank. I would say yes, it's more dangerous than the Roach fight, because you have to understand, if Tank loses the Roach, it's just another day at the job. You lost to one of your peers. He just happened to be better than you, and it is what it is. But if you lose to the Disney kid, if you lose to Jake Paul, it's inescapable. You're going to be on every fucking meme. You're going to be everywhere. So it's really exhibition or not, it's a nail in the coffin for your career, because everybody's going to clown you. And the thing about it is I think all these fighters underestimate Jake, from Mike Tyson to Chavez, etc. Even the MMA fighters, all of them think this dude can't fight. He's no good. He's just a YouTuber. And they get in there and they get something that they weren't expecting. And at the end of the day, weight is weight and power is power. And Jake has more than enough weight and power to hurt Tank. Can Tank hurt him? Maybe. It's yet to be seen. I disagree with Teach, though. I don't think Tank needs to be dominant at all points in time in a fight, because that's how you get yourself knocked out against a bigger fighter. He's just got to win. What he cannot do is lose. He cannot afford to lose, and he sure as hell can't afford to get knocked out, because if he does, he might as well go ahead and retire, because he's just going to be clowned by everybody. So I think this is the most dangerous fight he's probably ever taken in his career, even though it's an exhibition. Because this exhibition right here can really define his legacy and ruin it. So that's how I see it. Next time you have ladies night, I'll be back. I'm out.
Shout out Tony Reviews. Listen, I'm glad y'all really enjoying the all ladies panel on Friday night. The fellas really enjoying that. I appreciate y'all for supporting that. Y'all really come over and show out and show a lot of support to the channel when I have the ladies on the panel, and we all appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all support their platforms. Jab Queen Boxing, you can go sub to her channel. I gotta get her link so I can put them in the chat. You can go over there to Upper Echelon Boxing and sub over there, where Upper and Key Alexandria do their shows every day, and we just have a good time over there. Flyer Frequency, close out the show. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show? You got 2 minutes.
All right. Yeah.
And if you saying some bullshit, I'm gonna stop you. Go ahead.
No, Coach Eddie almost took the words right out of my mouth that I was going to say. It seemed like a lot of Tank fans think that Tank is Superman, like he can overcome anything. And I know people looking at Bud like that, but at least with the Bud versus Canelo thing, I understand he's moving up, a few weight classes to fight him, but at least it's a real bout. It's a sanctioned bout. So we have the level playing field of it being at a certain weight class. With this Tank versus Jake Paul, we don't even have that. We don't even have a specific weight class that they're going to fight in and have to weigh into or nothing like that, So all we know is Jake Paul can't come down to where Tank at, and Tank is all the way more than 7 weight classes lower than him, and him and Tank about to make a fight. And it's just diabolical that people think that it's okay for like Tank is just going to knock Jake Paul out. Like Jake Paul ain't the best fighter, but he do have some fighting skills though. We see him knock people out all the time. Given that those people are retired and, not really boxers and stuff like that. And the only time he actually fought a real boxer, Fury's brother beat him, but Jake Paul is way bigger than Tank, man. I just think that it's a bigger obstacle for Tank to overcome. Jake Paul being that much bigger, there's bone density issues and stuff like that. He might not even be able to hurt Jake Paul, but we know Jake Paul could probably hurt him. He might be a lot slower than Tank, and he'll have to catch Tank. We know Tank got skills and everything, but come on, man, why take a fight on a unlevel playing field like that and give it a chance, give somebody a chance, a shot at beating you like that? I mean, it's a lot of money. Yeah, it's a lot of money. But I guess the biggest thing is I think he had some unfinished business with Lamont Roach that needed to be settled. And I think that this fight gets in the way. It gets in the way of that. It can mess it up. Somebody could beat Lamont Roach and, mess up the fight. But that's it. I ain't going to go too long on it because y'all already know what it is. But salute to you, Queen, for allowing us to come on the panel and everything. Doing these pop-up lives is good too. When we need to get our boxing bars off. And salute to everybody in the panel. And I'm out, y'all.
All right, shout out to Frequent for coming up. Shout out Boxing Hacker with another $2 in the super chat. He says more than likely they're going to be wearing 16-ounce gloves. Absolutely, they're going to be taking big risks out there. Thomas Hill, come back. You can come up, get your 2 cents, get your 2 minutes in. We're going to let Thomas Hill come close us out. You coming back, Thomas? Come on back, Thomas. Tank got a rehydration clause on deck. Shout out to Boxing Happy with another $2 in the super chat. Shit, he better. That would make sense. But ain't no point in no rehydration clause. You already 70 pounds bigger than me. All right, I guess Thomas not coming back. I want to thank everybody. Listen, let's get to 100 likes. If you listening right now and you haven't punched that like button, punch the like button right now. I'm going to give you a second. Punch the like button right now. Take your thumb and press that thumbs up. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Everybody that came on the panel and gave their 2 cents. Everybody that supported the channel in the super chat. Everybody that supported the channel by letting me know and dropping it below their 2 cents. If you're listening to the replay of this live, be sure to let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. Make sure you punch that like button. And if you're just listening to the replay, just type replay gang in the chat. Listen, if you don't want to hear about Tank and Jake, you sick of hearing it, so what, he doing it, stay off of YouTube boxing until November. Because I guarantee you, your favorite Tank channel will be talking about this fight. There's going to be a lot of things coming out about this fight. I'm excited to see the promotion about the fight, not the fight. I'm excited to see how it's promoted. I'm excited to see what type of business it do. This is very, very interesting to me. The business side of boxing has always been very interesting to me, especially once I learn how it works and how these things really go. But listen, if you don't want your host all in the video, cussing you out, kicking you off the panel, leaving you in the background, muting you in the chat, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.